gonna let it burn, 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 burn. We gonna let it burn, 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 burn. Gonna let it burn, 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 burn. We gonna let it burn, 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 burn. And your lies don't burn. They don't know what they heard. Shut the mouth, spit it out. Giving love to the world. Put the lights in your hands, shining up to the sky. 'Cause we got the fire, fire, fire. Yeah, we got the fire, fire, fire. And we gonna let it burn.
Now the script's about to kick off, this party looks whack. Let's take it back to straight hip-hop and start it from scratch. I'm about to bloody this track up, everybody get back. That's why my opinions are bad, 'cause my rhyme's on the red tag. It's like I get with addiction, I'm about to like a magician, critics I turn to got them still on the fence, whether to but quick to get impaled when I tell them I'm sick from looking pale, oh that's my about to go ham. Shout out to let's bring it back to that vintage slim. The order MC in mixed with the Vinci and MC Rin. And I don't mean Stimpy's friend. Been public enemy since you thought PE was Jim.
Shoes off, let your head out.
All night long,
Pull your beard out, just weird out.
all night long. We're gonna rock this house until we knock it down. So turn the volume loud. 'Cause it's spinning to the AM. So baby, make just like cake. Better let yourself go. Let yourself go. I say forget before we kick the bucket. Life's too short to not go. So roll. Everybody, everybody. Guess it's just the way that I'm dressed, ain't it? Khakis pressed, Nike shoes, crispy and fresh lace. So I guess it ain't that aftershave of cologne that made him just faint. Plus I showed up with a coat fresher than wet paint. So if love is a chess game, checkmate. But girl, your body's banging, jump me in, bang, bang, bang. Yes, sir, Bob. I was thinking the same thing. So come get on this kid's rock, bob with the bob, dang, dang. Pow, 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 pow. Chicka, pow, chicka, wow, wow. Catch a girl, blowing up a pow, 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 pow. Bitch, slow it down, going to town, to the town, town. Throw it down, I don't know how, how, how. At least I know that I don't know. Question is, are you both so...
You take the clothes off my back, and I let you. You'd steal the food right out my mouth, and I'd watch you eat it. I still don't know why I love you so much. Oh, you curse my name in spite to put me to shame. Have my laundry in the streets, dirty or clean. Give it up for fame, but I still don't know why I love it so much. Yeah. And baby, it's amazing I'm in this space with you. I just can't crack your code. One day you're screaming you love me loud, the next day you're so cold. One day you're here, one day you're there, one day you care. You're so unfair. Sipping from your cup till it runneth over. Holy grail.
Blue told me you remind you. That y'all talking about. I'm the. Caught up in all these lights and cameras. But look what that dish did to hammer. God damn it, I like it. Bright lights enticing. But look what it did to Tyson. All that money in one night. 30 mil for one fight. As soon as all that money blows, all opinions take flight. The fame keep cheating on me. What I do, I took her back. Fool me twice, that's my bad. I can even blame her for that. Enough to make me want to murder. Mama, please just get my bail. I know nobody to blame. Kurt Cobain did it to myself. And we all just entertain us. We're stupid and contagious. No, we all just entertain us.
And baby, it's amazing I'm in this space with you. I just can't crack your code. One day you're screaming you love me loud, the next day you're so cold.
you need to do is be thankful for the life you got, you know what I'm saying? Stop looking at what you ain't got, start being thankful for what you do got. Let's get it to him, baby girl. Hey.
A shining star, fancy clothes, fancy cars, and then you see we're gonna go far, 'cause everyone knows who you are. So live your life. You steady chasing that paper, just live your life. Ain't got no time for no haters, just live your life. Don't tell them where it'll take ya, just live your life. 'Cause I'm a paper chaser, just living my life.
Never mind what haters say, ignore them till they fade away. Amazing they are great, but after all the game I gave away. Safe to say I paved the way for you cats to get paid today. Still be wasting days away now had I never saved the day. Consider them my protege, how much I think they should pay. Instead of being gracious, they violate in a major way. I never been a hater, still I love them in a crazy way. Some say they sold the yay and know they couldn't get work on Labor Day. It ain't that black and white, it has an area that's shaded gray. I'm west side anyway, even if I left today and stayed away. Some move away to make a way, not move away 'cause they afraid. I brought back to the hood, and all you ever did was take away. I pray for patience, but they make me wanna melt they face away. Like I once made them spray, now I can make them put the K's away. Been thugging all my life, can't say I don't deserve to take a break. You'd rather see me catch a case and watch my future fade away.
A shining star, fancy clothes, fancy cars, and then you see you're gonna go far, 'cause everyone knows who you are. So live your life. You steady chasing that paper, just live your life. Ain't got no time for no haters, just live your life. Don't tell them where it'll take ya, just live your life. 'Cause I'm a paper chaser, just living my life.
Opposite of moderate, immaculately polished with the spirit of a hustler and the swagger of a college kid. Allergic to the counterfeit, impartial to the politics, articulate, but still a grabber by the collar quick. Whoever having problems with their record sales, just holler tip. If that don't work and all else fails, then turn around and follow tip. I got love for the game, but hey, I'm not in love with all of it. Could do without the fame, and rappers nowadays are comedy. The hooting and the hollering, back and forth with the arguing. Where you from, who you know, what you making, what kind of car you in. Seems as though you lost sight of what's important when depositing them checks into your bank account and you up out of poverty. Your values is in disarray, prioritizing horribly. Unhappy with the riches 'cause you're piss poor morally. Ignoring all prior advice and forewarning, and we mighty full of ourselves all of a sudden,
Got
aren't we?
everybody watching what I do. Come walk in my shoes and see the way I'm living if you really want to. Got my mind on my money and I'm not going away. So keep on getting your paper and keep on climbing. Look in the mirror and keep on shining. Till the game ends, till the clock stops. We gon' post up on the top spot. So live your life. You steady chasing that paper, just live your life. Ain't got no time for no haters, just live your life. No telling where it'll take ya, just live your life. 'Cause I'm a paper chaser, just living my life. My life, my life, my life, living my life. My life,
Millionaire, I'm a young money millionaire, tougher than Nigerian hair. My criteria compared to your career just isn't fair. I'm a
Y'all better get ready to rumble. Got around like a tumble. Spicy like gumbo. Spice on the bungle. Y'all ain't ready. Taste in the bowl. Get a kind of minute to the fetty. Sharp as a machete. Don't pop to herbs I do. You really probably can see me with a bird's eye view. It's alive, it's the vibe, your head spin. Stop walking that one way to that dead end. Put your yellow cover hard. Better bring some water. Get gasoline candle. Get this fire started. Your heart jumping like a baby drum bump. You bad enough to meet the alligator in the swamp. Here I go. 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 Damn. That church began. Rhyme saying and portray
cause I'm sad. I'm mad. Wrong so bad it's that. Got 'em paying and praying, delaying the can. Ask them, I ain't playing, plenty wrong you can be. Never turning no cheat. Got back like Mad Max and I got one little team. That's what the lean. GMC, executioner. B.O.B. is the guillotine. My life's never brutal. Like a pit on the poodle. With me, have you sipping on chicken noodles? Shoot, I'm hit me, getting G by your women. I'm a shark at the door, so boy at night don't go swimming, cause if you do, you're doomed. Just walk this and that right. I be the king of the Looney Tunes, cutting and gashing like a nasty assassin. While I'm slashing and smashing, I'm kicking with a passion. Mr. Cole on the road, ice cold, another rapper couldn't touch me with a flagpole. Wanna fight, I might, but you're too damn light. I'm like a knife, I rip you from your to your appetite. Boot camp, gangsta. I'm the foreign minister, don't brag. On the battle, bring a body bag. I'm gonna need it to carry your stupid. I was heard, time to serve. Rhymes are heard like words of King George III. Proceed to mislead and ski. Top G, devour cause I'm sour like Johnny Appleseed. I intrude. Call me rude cause I'm smooth. Watch your attitude, black from the past. Curse like a Mac, I'm like a black cat. On the trail of a fat rat. You're gonna overdose and choke off these rhymes I wrote. Somebody said that you was looking for me. Here I go, 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 here I go. I'm going straight for your throat. Like a coyote on a goat. No, I know you sweat me like a, but no, you hope you cannot find the antidote. Cause when I start to flow, it's murder he wrote. Huff, puff, and bluff. Come touch my rough stuff and get cuffed. Snuff, buff, and scuff. You can't get this. Get with this, I witness. I'm bad tempered. I mess you up with the quickness. I paid my dues. Bad news to fools. I choose, you lose. I wreck Buku Cruise with the words I use. Got you feeling like ZT Hill. Cause you screaming and swinging and singing the blues. You've been child abused. Never bled in the battle. I refuse to bruise. You can bring your whole posse. I still won't lose. I stop your whole staff. Must want a bloodbath. Get riff raff. Break you in half and laugh. Slap to serve. To crack to cook to curve you. Think about them words you heard.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports Crew, and this is your pregame preview.
You are here with UWG Sports and the Wolf Sports Crew this afternoon, getting set for the men's tip-off here against Lee. The women won their game already, and I tell you, Jamal, the last time these two teams played each other was January 3rd, and the Wolves won that game 96-72. So what do you think the keys are today?
Well, I think the keys for the Wolves today, I mean, playing this Lee University team, their best players are their guards. You know, I am a big fan of guard play, and I think that we have the best guard play in the conference. So I expect Alex Abreu and Deontay Stotts to come out here and lead this team to a victory today.
Okay. Both teams, well, Wolves averaging 86 points per game. Lee only averaging 72. Both teams giving up the same amount, about 4 or 5 points off of their average. I don't think this game will be one that is very defensive-minded. It's more of the Wolves having control, playing their game style, getting their shots to fall, and giving the players the ball to their stars.
Well, yeah, this is a very, very up-and-down Lee team, a little inconsistent. You know, they're 11-12 on the year. They're 6-12 in the conference, and when it comes to playing away from home against conference foes, they're 1-9. So, you know, this Lee team, in the month of February, they're 0-3. Looking for their first win here against the Wolves. You know, last time they played, as you said, they lost big, and it wasn't really close. So, hey, when you're 2-8 in your last 10 games, with that 11th game, it's time for you to get a win. So I expect Lee to come out here and win, and with a sense of urgency, and with the season dwindling down to an end, I expect for them to leave it all on the court today.
All right. And Marcus Dortch will not be playing this game as he is still out with that torn ligament in his right hand. But my key player for today's game, Jamal, I'm going to go with Alex Abreu. Leading the GSC in three-point percentage, field goal percentage. Look for him to just light it up all the way. It's going to be the same thing we've seen all year.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of teams in the conference were surprised by Alex Abreu. You know, this is his first year with the University of West Georgia, and he leads the conference in three-point shooting, and he is just a sniper from downtown. And, you know, last time this team played, Deontay Stotts led the Wolves with 19 points, but you never know. We might see Alex Abreu go for 25 today.
You might. West Georgia's leading scorer is Deontay Stocks, followed by Alex Abreu at 17 points per game. Corey Billingsley leads the league in scoring at 16. Right behind him is T. Roberts with 10 points per game. Jamal, I look for Giovanni Austin to have a big game as well. He averages 5.3 rebounds per game. This is not a big-time, huge lead team, averaging only 35 rebounds per game. They're going to give up 30 rebounds per game. That's not a place that the Wolves have always strived in, but I look for Giovanni Austin to have control of these boards today.
Yes, last time the Wolves were in the Coliseum, our bigs had a great game. I think both of our bigs were in double digits scoring. They did a great job controlling the boards as the Wolves approached the court to hit their layup lines and warm up. You know, this is going to be a big test for this Lee University team. You know, if they can manage to take care of the ball and rebound well as they have done majority of this year, then they should be in shape, you know, and be able to keep themselves in this game, dwindling down to the final minutes.
They should. Wolves are going to be very active on the hands. Lee is only Wolves as well. I look for players like DeAndre Brown and Abreu to get down there in the post when Lee drops it off down and get their hands active and knock guys.
Yeah, DeAndre Brown is definitely a spark for this West Georgia Wolves team off the bench. I mean, he comes off the bench, he's so energetic, he's so fast, you know, and there's nothing like a pair of fast, fresh legs. And for his legs to be the fastest on the court night in, night out is a plus for the West Georgia Wolves.
Yeah, I think he is probably the fastest guard we have. Deontay isn't very speedy, but he has a lot of control when he goes into that rim. About a minute and 50 away from the game, folks. Here from tip-off at the Coliseum. We're going to get back to you after a short break with Mitch Gray as he gives you live play-by-play. Once again, you're listening to UWG Sports and the Wolf Sports Crew.
The other night, dropped a 10-point game to UNA and dropped a 7-point loss. Nobody's blowing them out here lately, but the Wolves did early in the year. So we'll see what happens in this one coming up here this afternoon in the Coliseum. The Lee Flames, their top player is Corey Billingsley, a wing guard, hit a buzzer beater that beat us up there last year. Deontay Stocks wore him out a year ago. In the game earlier this year. We'll see how that plays out. Stedman Ford, their point guard, kid out of Chattanooga, is also a good basketball player for this team. So they will start in the backcourt. They'll also have Eldrin Wilson, a 6'7", 260-pound space eater, big time, and the kind of guy that can cause trouble for us. He only averages those 6 and 3 a ball game on the campaign, and we'll watch and see how that plays out. For the Lee Flames here this afternoon. Their other two starters, Chad Lee, their center, is a feeder post guy, good rebounder, doesn't score a lot for them. He will start in the ball game this afternoon, and they'll start Chase Cullen, a 6'2" kid out of Southampton, New York, in the starting lineup. Mike Cooney will go with the usuals, Deontay Stocks, Thomas Higginbotham, Alex Abreu around the perimeter. We'll also start Emory Bernard, and we'll start Taylor Cochran. Taylor had that big ball game earlier. We're looking around D1 basketball right now. Auburn clinging to a 1-point lead on Georgia in the last 30 seconds in Athens. Bulldogs trying to keep their winning ways going. That was a huge win they had at A&M the other night. Georgia Tech, a 1-point lead on Florida State late in the game in Atlanta today. And 49-48 Tech with 4:27 to go in that ball game. We'll update you on those. No men's games around the league have started. Wolves baseball is beating the fool out of Huntsville this afternoon, 13-2 in the 5th inning of the ball game up in Huntsville today. And that's in game 1 of the doubleheader. Softball lost a 3-2 heartbreaker in game 1 of their doubleheader, despite home runs by Randy Phillips and Amanda Voiles this afternoon. So that's where we stand. A lot of our women's fans are watching UNA and Delta State. That's kind of a curious ball game over there because North Alabama had a monster lead at one time of that game, and Delta cut it. In fact, Delta leads now early in the second half of that game over there. against North Alabama in Cleveland, Mississippi. Our women would love to see Delta win that thing. Wolves starters being sent to the crowd. Deontay Stocks, first man out of the gate. Wolves in the home white, trimmed in blue and red. Lee in black, trimmed in red and gray here this afternoon. Yeah, UNA led by 9 in that game against Delta State, but Delta's on a pretty good little old run right now. Also in women's play in the league, Shorter pounding West Al by 15 in the second half. Huntsville by 17 over Mississippi College. Christian Brothers leads Valdosta by 7 in the second half of their ball game in Memphis today. Union is pulling it out on West Florida. Kelly Reisner, big ball game, 19, and Union up by 14 on West Florida up in Jackson, Tennessee today. Here, West Georgia Wolves lead Flames. Here in the Coliseum on a Saturday afternoon, getting ready to tip it. Lee is undefeated in this building this year. Remember, early in the year, they won 2 buzzer beaters here in our tournament back in November. Same nights we won in our tournament back in November, just as a point of reference there a little bit. They beat Morehouse and Claflin at the wire in both those ball games. Wolves in the white go right to left. Lee, they got the big kid Eldrin Wilson to jump. 6'7", 260, and he's every bit of it. Emory Bernard will jump for the Wolves, and there's the tip, and Lee will get it offensive end. We'll knock it away from Chad Lee. Now up top, Stedman Ford. Get out of Chattanooga, their point guard. Billingsley's where they get most of their offense. Lob it up high. Chad Lee, a good high post feeder. Hand it away to Ford, goes baseline, and ball is off his knee out of bounds. Wolves get it on a turnover to get this thing going out of the gate today. Here's Stocks with it offensive end for UWG. Deontay Cochran now out right. Abreu give it away to Higginbotham. Thomas comes to Cochran left side. Now Bernard up top to Abreu. Alex wanted to drive, not able to get it in. Higginbotham with it now, feeds to Bernard underneath. His reverse layup won't go. Chad Lee with a rebound, and it is Lee with the basketball. Chad Lee outside played by, no, that's Chase Cullen with it outside, my bad. They'll feed down inside to the big kid Wilson. Turn it over again, the Wolves with the steal, and we run the other way. Cochran with it outside on the left. Now Deontay in the circle, feed it out to Abreu for a very long three that he drains. Alex Abreu from Bayamon, Puerto Rico, and the Wolves are out on top of this one. 3-0 out of the gate here this afternoon. Lee with the basketball. Corey Billingsley. Deontay undressed him in the game in Tennessee earlier this year. Chad Lee to Ford right side. Now Cullen comes out top to get the basketball. Cullen will come out to the left away to Billingsley. Billingsley will stop at the foul, and we left him wide open for what amounted to a free throw that's good. Might want to guard him a little better, or at least a little. 3-2. We didn't guard him at all on that one. Wolves with a 1-point lead. Taylor Cochran out at the top. Now to the left wing, it's Higginbotham. Thomas gets the ball down to Bernard. Emory will wheel through the lane. That running jump hook is too strong. Higginbotham rebounds to Abreu for an open three. No. Tip Bernard off the iron. No. Tip Bernard. No. Rebound Chad Lee, and here comes Lee down the floor. Lee with the basketball. Chad Lee. Hand the ball behind him, and it's Billingsley, and he walked. Third turnover of the ball game. Called against the Flames, and West Georgia will get the ball back. Lead to their bench, Stephon Burrows, a 6'1 junior out of Freeport in the Grand Bahamas. We'll check into the basketball game. 3-2 advantage, West Georgia. Out of the gate here this afternoon in the Coliseum. Wolves hold up top, Cochran. Outside left, Higginbotham. Thomas got a little screen and roll look with Bernard. Didn't go that way. Now on the right side, Abreu. Alex starts in, backs out, gives to Stocks. Deontay with Ford on him. Deontay bigger and stronger, takes him to the rack, missed the shot. Rebound Lee, and they come down the other direction with it. We'll try to knock it away from Burrows, but they save it. And down the floor they go. Chad Lee, wild pass, but the Flames control it. Burrows now to Ford. A deep left three, no good. Rebound Cochran, outlet Abreu, and we run. Alex down the floor. Alex got in the lane, got away with a walk, and then turned it over. Down the floor come the Flames with it again. Billingsley got away with a walk. A runner no good. It is wild and scattered. Wolves rebound. Throw long. Abreu easy layup there. Stocks got it to him. Alex with the Wolves' first 5 of the afternoon. And the lead is 5-2. 16:42 to go in the first half. Stedman Ford, Chad Lee. Now down inside, they post up Burrows, kick it back out. Chad Lee's long jumper didn't draw iron. Rebounded by Deontay Stocks. Stocks for West Georgia, head of the key. Driving, floats it, no, fouled, shoots 2. Darrell Hargraves out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama with a call. Said the foul is on Stedman Ford. And Lee's going to get a 30 immediately, and they're subbing again. Bryce Copeland and Tyquan Roberts into the Flames Flames lineup. Duh. Watching that Delta UNA women's game, it's tied at 35, 15:38 to go. Over in Cleveland, Mississippi this afternoon. Here, West Georgia with a 5-2 edge on Lee, even though we missed 5 of our last 6 shots. Lee with 3 turnovers already, Wolves with 1, and Deontay Stocks, who's a decent foul shooter, 81%, will go to the line and put 2 up there. Try to get this lead out to 5. Wolves in a 3-way tie for the conference lead right now with Alabama Huntsville and with West Alabama. West Al playing shorter this afternoon. That game won't tip for about an hour. Same thing with Huntsville at Mississippi College. Deontay's free throw is good. The lead is 6-2. First point of the game for the Lithonia product. Eligibility sophomore. Giovanni Austin, junior out of Chicago, will walk to the scorer's table and check in if this free throw goes. And it does. Stocks hit them both. DeAndre Brown, Giovanni Austin in, Emory Bernard out, Thomas Higginbotham out of Mike Cooney's lineup. Wolves lead 7-2. Lee Flames with the basketball. They'll head offensive end with it. Bryce Copeland away to Stedman Ford. Now Burrows out in the middle of the court with it. Burrows goes left side away to Copeland. Copeland on the floor against Abreu, gets cut off. Step outside, Chad Lee. Chad Lee behind him to Burrows in the circle. He'll square up and jump and score over Taylor Cochran. Stephon Burrows with the basket, the Bahamian. It's 7-4. Here's Stocks on a drive all the way in, easy, good. Deontay Stocks, first field goal of the afternoon. It's 9-4 West Georgia. Ford back down the court with it for Lee. Ford will go to the foul line. Now Copeland moves it out left. Burrows will take a run in the lane, score, and got hit on the arm, and it's an and one coming up now. Phil Cudd with a foul call on Alex Abreu. And we get the under 16 timeout right there. We'll take it with them. Wolves lead 9-6. Lee with a free throw coming, and a timeout on the West Georgia Wolves Sports Network.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports crew. This is your timeout update.
You're here with UWG Sports and the Wolf Sports crew. I am Jordan Legree alongside Jamal Legree. And right now, Wolves up 9-6 with 15:43 left in this game. As we spoke about early on, with Alex Abreu hitting his three-point shots, he came out and got the Wolves' first 5 points.
Yeah, he's definitely a good three-point shooter for us. He came out and scored, like you said, the first 5 points. And I've also seen a lot of pick-and-roll action from from Lee. I don't know exactly, their game plan, but unless they're trying to penetrate. So we'll see what happens here in the coming seconds of this game.
It worked right there. That penetration worked on their last drive, as Burrows is about to step up and hit his free throw, but he got a good and one off of it.
Hey, nothing like an old-fashioned three-point play. But we'll get you back to more live action here on the Wolf Sports. You're listening to the Wolf Sports Network.
If that stands. Still 13:43 to go in that ball game out there. For Lee, Stephon Burrows will shoot a free throw right now. And Burrows at the foul line this year hadn't been there much, but he's awful, 54%, which means he'll knock this one down without touching iron. Burrows gets the ball, puts it in the air. Oh, rolled out on him. Rebound Giovanni Austin. So much for the law of misinformation there. 9-6, outside right, Cochran on the right sideline. Holds up top with it, DeAndre Brown. Off the ball, we get a hold on Copeland as we had posted up Stocks down there. Copeland, not a chance on God's green earth of guarding Stocks. Fouled him instead. We found us a mismatch and was about to go to it. You got to give credit to the kid from Lee. Here's Deontay, side of the lane, a jumper off balance, missed that one, but we claim the rebound with Abreu. Alex back to Deontay, takes Copeland off the dribble, kick to the corner, pass to DeAndre Brown. Now up top with it, Cochran, away to Abreu. Alex way out on that right side. One dribble, had it knocked away, and it's turned over, or will it be? It's out of bounds off Burrows, and the Wolves keep it with 14 to shoot. We'll inbound to Abreu. Let's see if we flat go 1-4 here, or a version of it. Not quite, but close. Get a ball screen. Whip it to DeAndre for an open three, and he drained it. Brown way out on that left side. D. Brown out of Bolingbrook, Illinois. And the Wolves lead 12-6. Lee back in the other direction with it. Up top, Copeland. They swing it left, drop it down into the low post, and back. The big kid, Robertson, missed the shot. Rebound, Giovanni Austin. Tyquan Roberts, big, 6'5" and 260. Space eater, good player. Abreu out top of the basketball. Down inside, Giovanni attacks the rack. No, Roberts fouled him, missed the shot, and shoots two. Tyquan Roberts with a personal foul. He's out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Third team foul on Lee. Giovanni will shoot 2 free throws right now. Austin 53% on the season. And a 6-point advantage. Austin out of Chicago, and the free throw won't go. We will go to the bench and get a couple of Higginbotham back in. Zach Tauline in. Lee gets Eldrin Wilson back in the ball game. First appearance today for Javon Johnson. And we'll get Giovanni with the second free throw attempt here. Wolves lead is 6 early. I don't know if we're going to end up reconnecting or what there, or back up there. We missed both free throws, and it is Lee with the basketball. And they get away with a travel, penetrating the lane. Burrows drop it down inside. Wilson laid it in. Eldrin Wilson, big kid out of Florida, with an easy basket. After we missed 2 free throws, and the lead is 4, 12-8. Tauline outside with it. Zach gives away Deontay Stocks. Stocks hands behind him. Higginbotham. Thomas with the left hand penetrates, goes to Austin, foul line. Now outside right, D. Brown drives it right down the lane with the left hand. Good. 5 for DeAndre Brown. It's 14-8. Lee back the other way. Billingsley back in their lineup. Now they drive it out left. Burrows drop inside. Big kid Wilson backs Austin down and scores. Eldrin Wilson with his second basket. It's 14-10. Lee shooting better than 50% early in this game, and the Wolves lead by 4. Zach Tauline, Deontay Stocks now head of the key. Starts into a split, a double team, and got fouled before he shot, I think is what Huey Pugh is going to tell us. Foul is on Stephon Burrows, and I believe they'll call this an on-the-floor foul. First foul on Burrows, 4th team foul. And Lee shuttling bodies on every dead ball. Ford back in the game. Roberts back in the game for Coach Tommy Brown. Wolves will inbound to Brown on that right wing. Got in the lane. Triple team, finds Tauline out high. Zach with it away, Stocks, and now we'll set it back up again with Higginbotham. Thomas with the left hand. Thomas around left. D. Brown. D will bounce a couple of times. Double teamed in the corner. Tauline's 3, yes. Zach shot it well against Shorter here the other night. Zach puts the Wolves out 17-10. Our biggest lead of this basketball game. Here is Lee down inside, and I think they got Giovanni going over the shoulder of Tyquan Roberts and committing a personal foul, and they do, off the entry pass. First foul on Giovanni, 2 team fouls on UWG, and Ford will inbound for Lee on the baseline. Comes out to Billingsley at midcourt. Billingsley on the floor. Moves it left side, and they give it away. Try to penetrate. Swing it right. Billingsley down the baseline with a reverse layup. Good. Pretty play out of Corey Billingsley. Kid out of Sweetwater, Tennessee has scored 2 buckets. It's 17-12. West Georgia by 5. Tauline outside left. Zach outside. Deontay Stocks. Stocks makes a bounce down to the post. Threw it to right to Billings. Billings will run it down. Dribbled it off his foot and got it back. And then Brown steals it. D. Brown goes one-on-one with Johnson. Went right by him and laid it in. Jervon Johnson had no chance as D. Brown went right around him. 7 for D and the Wolves by 7, 19-12. Stedman Ford out top for Lee. Ford comes out left. Billingsley with the basketball. Here they swing it down right corner. Johnson will bring it back up top in the lane inside. Roberts a pump fake and a layup good. Tyquan Roberts. His first bucket of the game. It's 19-14. Now here is Higginbotham out high with it. Thomas. Zach Tauline way outside. Side of the lane, Giovanni. He'll turn and jump and miss. Rebound by Lee. That's not the shot we wanted. You can get that shot later in the shot clock. Billingsley with it on the right. Double team will strip it away from him out of bounds. We get the under 12 timeout right now as West Georgia will get Alex Abreu back in the lineup. Lee is shooting 60%. We're up by 5, 19-14. Go figure. Timeout, West Georgia Wolves Sports Network.
You're here with UWG Sports and the Wolf Sports crew. Right now, Wolves up 19-14 over the Lee Flames, Jamal, and DeAndre Brown off the bench is coming in and giving the Wolves a spark with 7 early points.
Yeah, he just got a steal and just flew down the court, finished with a Euro, finished with the left hand on the left side of the basket, and for a second there, I don't know if you noticed, Alex Abreu with this one-handed dart pass across the court to DeAndre Brown to get him going for 3, man. It was amazing.
While I ask you this, Jamal, now we're watching now, the Wolves shooting good, the Wolves filling it from downtown as well, but let's talk about Lee for a second. They've had a few plays in which you think they traveled a few times.
Well, yeah, I felt like they came down the court and got away with a travel on 3 different occasions, but Lee's had great ball movement, and so does West Georgia have great ball movement, and we have the lead despite Lee shooting 60% from the field, so things are looking up for the Wolves with 11:25 left to play in the first half. But you're listening to UWG Sports and the Wolves Sports crew. We'll get you back to Miss Gray with more live action.
Deals with our pitching. So we're at least going to start easterly today. Georgia Tech is going to beat Florida. No, we lost Florida State. We're down 4 with 5 seconds left. Typical Tech, can't score. Can't hit a bull in the butt with a bass fiddle trying to shoot the basketball. And Stedman Ford out on the front with it. Now, why you recruit players who can't shoot, I'll never know. Down on the baseline, Croft with a basketball, and now a drive forward. Bounce pass, Abreu got in front, knocked it away. Roberts saved it. They'll take a 3 in the corner and knock it in. Johnson way out here. Jervon Johnson for Lee. They're shooting lights out, but we lead by 2. We're not a team that's going to lock you down on defense. Tauline outright answered with a 3. That's what we do. Zach Tauline puts West Georgia back out by 5. Lee with a basketball and Stedman Ford driving. Side of the lane, now at the foul line. Roberts barrels in and missed a shot. Got off balance, wanted to get a foul, didn't get the call. We rebound, Higginbotham. Thomas, foul line, inside. Giovanni, reverse layup. They knock it away, got it back, and scored. Giovanni Austin. First hoop for Giovanni, the junior out of Chicago. And the lead is 7, 24-17. Emory Bedard will head to the table. Emory will be back into the next dead ball. Billingsley outside with it, works on Abreu, takes Alex inside, makes the pass out here to the corner. Lee will try to get it in with Copeland, and they'll end up scoring down to the lane, Jervon Johnson. So it's 24-19. 5-point basketball game after the Johnson basket. We go out right, Higginbotham, Thomas right sideline. Deontay Stocks comes back in next dead ball as he heads to the table. Now in the circle, great feed from Higginbotham underneath. D. Brown laid it in. That's 9 for D. Brown here in the first half, and the lead is 7. 26-19. Lee inside. Got the ball away to Cullen. Now they fire one deep outside. D. Brown rebounds. Outlet Abreu. We try to run late. Alex out at the top of the key to Higginbotham. Thomas, right wing with the ball. He'll drive. He'll lay it up. Good. Thomas Higginbotham. Biggest lead of the ball game for UWG. We're at 9 at 28-19. First hoop of the game for Higginbotham. Flames outside with it. Johnson with the basketball. Johnson off here to the right, away to Cullen. And his pass is going to be thrown out of bounds. Wolves get it. That is Lee's 5th turnover of the first half. The lead 28-19 for UWG. As Higginbotham walks it up the court. Outside right, Abreu got it away from Cochran. Alex will drive, kick it across. Higginbotham open, jumping Thomas, no. Rebound Chad Lee for Lee. And we'll get they'll head down the court with Stedman Ford. Point guard, Chattanooga kid. Ford moves it out left. Burrows is back in the ball game for them. Now it's Chad Lee, left wing. Goes toward the foul line. Behind him, Corey Billingsley. Billingsley will look inside. Left-hand dribble out to the wing with it. 15 to shoot. Burrows now up top. Burrows on a drive. Burrows pump fake baseline. Wheels. Jumps. Misses. Got his own rebound. Scores. Stephon Burrows with his 6th point of the first half. West Georgia by 7, and Abreu. We beat him back. He attacks the basket, gets fouled. And the most unhappy man in this building is Tommy Brown. I don't know what he said to Phil Cudd right there, but they say the foul before any shot. But a blast from Coach Brown to the official, Phil Cudd out of Smyrna, Tennessee. And West Georgia will inbound baseline, offensive end. We lead by 7, 8:04 to go in the half. Stocks with it in double-team traffic. Will wheel and put it up, missed the shot, tipped rebound. Lee with it, they run. Billingsley. Billingsley down the lane, up over Cochran, good. He used his body very effectively, and Taylor couldn't get near the shot. 6 for Corey Billingsley. Way out right, Cochran left open. His 3 was a 1.5 short. Flames with the rebound, and Ford wanted to run. It's not there. Now Billingsley with it down the left side. He'll stop from 25, good. 2-point ball game is Corey Billingsley, who had a rough night against us at their place 5 weeks ago. I think's trying to make up for it. 28-26, West Georgia by 2. Alex Abreu, right wing, gets a screen from Bedard. Will wheel top of the key down to the left corner. Cochran open, firing 3-ball. Yes, sir. Taylor Cochran knocks one down from the corner. The lead is 5 again. 31-26, West Georgia. 7:05 to go in the first half. Ford with it for Lee. Stedman Ford, couple of bounces. Billingsley outside right. Now Burrows way up top. Burrows give it back to Billingsley. It's Ford on the right wing now. Ford left-hand drive, got in the lane around Stocks, and we steal it. Ball got knocked away. It's going to be coming out of there with it, Higginbotham. Thomas stops top of the key. Now Abreu left wing. Alex will lob it down inside. Tough catch in there, Bernard. Double teamed. He'll jump, miss. Forced a shot, he didn't have to. There is a rule that allows you to pass that back outside, by the way. 31-26. If it ain't there, don't force it. Chad Lee with it. Now on the left, Billingsley cross court skip pass. Ford driving, jump stop, got cut off. We steal it again. Here comes Stocks. He's ahead of the pack, and he will lay it in. Deontay took his time down the floor. 6 for Stocks. The lead is 7. We have led by as many as 9. It's 33-26, 6:05 to go in the first half. Burrows up high, and he got bumped by Abreu. Went around that high screen from Chad Lee, and Alex fouled him. Second foul on Abreu, 3rd foul on the Wolves. Under 8 timeout hits. 6:02 to go in the half. West Georgia 33, Lee 26 on the West Georgia Wolves Sports Network.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports crew. This is your timeout update.
You're here with UWG Sports and the Wolf Sports crew. I am Jordan Legree alongside my brother Jamal Legree. And right now, Wolves up 33-26 with 6:02 left in this game, Jamal. And I tell you what, Abreu and these cross-court passes have been great, but the instinctive ability and ball handling of Thomas Higginbotham has done well for the Wolves.
Yes, Alex Abreu definitely is out here leading this charge. I mean, he's distributing the ball very well, and Higginbotham, he just his instinctiveness. I admire it. You know, he doesn't shoot the ball as much, but he has great handles, and he doesn't turn the ball over either, and that's also a plus. You know, especially with our 3-guard system that we run now that Marcus Torch is not playing.
Wolves, you can tell by the feel of the game right now that the Wolves are in control. They know that they can beat this team, and they're being aggressive offensively, driving to the rim, kicking it out, wide open shooters. Tauline is shooting good. He shot good last week. This past game against Shorter. So Wolves in rhythm right now.
Yeah, they're in rhythm, and I expect Corey Bensley to come out here and add on to his total. Right now he leads all league scorers with 9 points, and he is definitely putting his team on his back. But you're listening to UWG Sports and the Wolf Sports Crew. We'll get you back to Mitch Gray with more live action.
Lead guards in this conference. But no knock on UNA. We just need Adele to win helps us. West Georgia by 7 here. 33-26. Woolstock steals it. Got it away from Johnson. He drives, and Billingsley fouled him. Now, in the game up in Tennessee, it was Billingsley. He, frankly, undressed about 4 or 5 times. Stocks this time got the steal, runs it down, got fouled, and will shoot 2. Billingsley has 9 for Lee. We don't have anybody toward that one individual number. Yeah, we do. D. Brown has 9. He's sitting right now. Stocks hits the free throw. His 7th point of the ball game. West Georgia by 8 with 5:51 to go in the half. For Lee, by the way, that was their 9th turnover, and we missed the free throw. Stocks doesn't miss many, but Abreu steals the ball. Alex with it. Gave it up to Bernard, got it back. D. Brown is out there also. He's down in the corner now. Stocks will take it from the right. Lean in and set a jumper good. Deontay Stocks has 9. West Georgia by 10. Biggest lead of the ball game, 36-26. Flames with the ball. Copeland goes down to that corner to Billingsley. Now up top. Johnson to Billingsley, penetrates. Johnson straight out 3. Good. Big old rainbow out there for Javon Johnson. And that's his second 3 of the ball game. He's got 8. Lee back to within 7. Stocks with it, driving left wing. A lot of contact. Scored anyway. Hard to believe somebody didn't gain an advantage from all the contact there, but 38-29, Wolves by 9. Flames with the basketball. Now a deep 3 out there. Copeland hits one in the corner over Abreu. Good. That's Bryce Copeland's first hoop of the night, 38-32. Abreu out to the top, goes head of the key, gives away to Bernard, and at the foul line, Emery will drive and take a fall-away bank shot, way off balance, no good. Flames rebound. Johnson and D. Brown steals the outlet. Brown driving, fouled, and 1. Darryl Hargraves right there in position with a foul call. And we'll watch Darryl make the foul on Johnson is his first. D. Brown now with 11 off the bench here in the first half. We're going to get the big kid Dylan Dupree in the ball game. They get Chad Lee and Stephon Burrows back in the ball game. And we'll get DeAndre Brown with a chance to get his 12th point of this first half. Brown has 11. Stocks has 11 to lead the West Georgia attack. 40-32, 4:26 in the half, and the free throw is no good. We are under 50% shooting free throws today. Very unlike us since Christmas. 3 of 7. Lee with it, offensive end. There's Copeland down inside. Good feed for them down inside. Tyquan Roberts laid it in. That's his second hoop for the big kid. A wide body out of Greensboro, North Carolina. It's 40-34. Brown with it on the wing for UWG. Got a double screen. Kick out right, Cochran. Taylor on a drive. Got inside, rejected. Good shot block, Roberts. Lee will head down to the other direction with a basketball. Now Chad Lee, top of the key. Kick it left, open 3. Good 3-point game. Corey Billingsley having a heck of a first half for this team. He's got a dozen. It is 40-37. Remember the buzzer beater he hit that beat us at their place last year. Stocks with it outside. Will drive around 2 men and lay it up and miss the shot. Rebounded by Roberts, and they fumble away an outlet pass. Roberts rolling on his fanny. Saved it, got it away to Burrows, and Lee with a chance to tie with a 3. Copeland a ball fake and a drive inside. He hits a layup. It's a 1-point game. Our 10-point lead is melted maybe came a little too easily for us, and we have not done very well as of late. Now it's Stocks with it outside on the lane. We don't guard anybody. Stocks baseline, line drive jumper, yes, sir. Defense ain't what we make our living doing. 42-39, Deontay. We're shooting. Lee is shooting 71% in this ball. I'm not kidding you. Down inside, they drop it to Roberts, and we fouled him, or he was going to get another little short one in there. Foul on Taylor Cochran will be his first, team fourth. And we get the under 4 timeout. 2:39 to go in the half at West Georgia. 42-39 with the lead. Timeout on the West Georgia Wolves Sports Network.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports Crew. This is your timeout update.
You're here with UWG Sports and the Wolf Sports Crew. 42-39 with 2:39 left in this game, folks. And right now we're going to give you some numbers just so you can get a bit of an image of what's going on. Wolves shooting 52% from the field, which is good from basketball standards. But Lee shooting 71% from the field right now, Jamon. You talked about, you can hear Coach Cooney over there telling his team players to double down in the post every time Lee comes down. They're posting up the same big guy.
Yeah, they have a great size in the post with Taekwon Davis and their backup off the bench. I mean, Taekwon Roberts, I'm sorry. They have a lot of size down there, so we are doubling down. But, you know, I think what's keeping Lee in this game is our ineffectiveness to play defense. You know, the turnovers is what's really gotten us 42 points on the board in the first half. And the Wolves do have 12 points off of those 10 Lee turnovers to start this game. Wolves only have 2 turnovers. Yeah, we're definitely winning that battle. We're not winning the rebound battle either. So, like I said, I mean, if Lee can continue to, win the rebound battle and hit these big 3-point shots like they're hitting, they should be in good shape in the tail end of this game.
Both teams shooting 63% from long range, but we'll get you right back to Mitch Gray and more play-by-play action here with UWG Sports and the Wolf Sports Crew.
And we'll see what Roberts does. And the first is good. He is much more imposing physically when you sit courtside and see them in those black unis than when you sit up a little higher when you're up at their place and they're wearing white. It's kind of an odd deal. He is a big, thick youngster, good ball player. 42-40 Wolves, Robertson and both. We've yet to have the big run. One thing, big runs happen when you get stops. We haven't had those yet in this game today. Roberts has 6. And we will watch this thing unfold. A 1-point West Georgia lead. We led by 10 not long ago. D. Brown off the right. Breaks down Copeland. Kicks to Higginbotham. A straight ahead 3 won't go. Lee with a rebound, and they can lead. 2:22 to go in the half, and we're down 42. We're ahead 42-41. Stedman forward to Chad Lee, right wing. Chad Lee will bounce once, twice in the lane. Billingsley, an easy one, good from 10 feet. It's a layup drill for them right now. It's pretty much they can throw it where they want to, catch it where they want to, and shoot it where they want to. 43-42, Lee by 1. Dylan Dupree, baseline, kick it back out front. Higginbotham, now D. Brown will rise for an 18-foot jumper, shot at 19. Lee with a rebound, and they're back in the other direction. We're going to get Giovanni Austin back to work as Lee has a 1-point lead and the ball. They're big. Their only lead of the game, by the way. Came on that last shot. When they take care of the ball, they're pretty efficient. Billingsley in the corner will bounce it down low. Backing in was the big kid, Eldrin Wilson, and we fouled him, and he'll get 2. Personal on Dylan Dupree is his first, team 5th. And we'll watch Wilson go to the line for the Flames and shoot free throws. Wilson, statistically a horrible foul shooter at 55%, and he bricked the first one. Giovanni Austin in, Dylan Dupree out for Mike Cooney. Lee's 2 of 4 at the line. We're only 3 out of 7. We're very unlike the way we've been lately. Wilson hit his second, and Lee's lead is 2. 5th point of the first half for Eldrin Wilson, and it's 44-42 with 82 seconds. Higginbotham crossing midcourt. Thomas, slow, deliberate dribble to Zach Talley. Zach way out away from everybody to Higginbotham on the wing. Thomas bounced a couple of times, watches for Stocks cutting. Now we thought we had Deontay in the corner, but Giovanni Austin instead threw the ball to the Lee bench, and the turnover will give it back to the Flames. West Georgia's third turnover, 1:03 to go in the half, and we trail by 2. We led by 10 with 5.5 minutes to go in the half. Lee has hit 9 shots in a row, by the way. 72% in the first half. 9 shots in a row. Stedman Ford with it out left. Ford down the left wing will stop and look, and there is Billingsley. A fall away 3. No, that was a bad shot. Rebound Tallane. Wolves can virtually play for 1, but we don't. Stocks driving, missed the runner. Lee with a rebound. That surprised me a lot. Lee with the basketball. They can hold for 1, and they're going to lead at halftime unless we turn them over and get a run out. Ford, we're not guarding him out there as they hit 10 seconds. Now they hand to their best weapon, Billingsley, with Tallane on him. Zach's going to have trouble with this matchup. Now they go high. Chad Lee back to Billingsley with 2, with 1. And I don't know if that would have counted. Yeah, they said it would have counted if it gone. He missed a forced up 3. Lee didn't handle that well at all. And we got a 44-42 basketball game at halftime. Lee with the lead. And it's at the half here at the Coliseum on the West Georgia Wolves Sports Network.
You're here with UWG Sports and the Wolf Sports Crew. I am Jordan Legree alongside Jamal Legree. Halftime here at the Coliseum, the Lee Flames lead 44-42. And folks, I'll tell you this, everything that myself and Jamal have told you in the beginning of this game was going to happen. The Wolves have 7 steals. They've had active hands. They're shooting 56% from downtown. They're making all their threes, 47% from the field, which is good from a basketball standpoint. But Lee, they calmed down after the first half. I mean, they calmed down after the first half of the first half, if you get what I'm saying, folks. They stopped turning the ball over. They made their shots 9 in a row at one point, as Mitch told you over the air, and now they have a 2-point lead, Jamal.
As the lead, I did not expect the Flames to lead at halftime. I mean, and if you tell me we'd be shooting above 40% and that Abreu would be running the offense and that DeAndre Brown to have 11 points, I would not believe you. If we trail by 2 at halftime, I would think we would be leading by 10 at least.
Well, when Lee is going to come out and shoot the ball, when we're going to allow Lee to shoot the ball 67% from the field, defense is not our forte, but
that's at 71% they were at one point, and that's just inexcusable defensively, especially when you're winning the turnover battle. I mean, 10-3, win the turnover battle is just.
Lee has 12 assists. Wolves only have 6. Leading scorers is Corey Billingsley leading the Lee Flames. That's their best player. He has 14 right now. Deontay Stocks has 13 for the Wolves, and DeAndre Brown is right behind him with 11. I'll tell you what, these big guys for Lee, Tyquan Roberts is 6'5", 260-pound senior from Greensboro, North Carolina. He averages 10 points per game. But his backup is Isaac, excuse me if I mess this up, people, Marion, and he's a 6'5" freshman from 2010. You can definitely tell that Isaac doesn't have his college body and build on him yet, but they've been a problem down low, and we just are too afraid to let them go man-to-man with our bigs. We're doubling down, and once we double down, we're leaving open shooters for Lee, and they're 5 of 10 from downtown right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're tied up evenly with them when it comes to points in the paint, but, I mean, like you said, they're hitting these open shots because we're forced to help down low because we're so undersized. And adjustments, what kind of adjustments do you think that the Wolves should make second half to kind of – because when Lee takes care of the ball, they shoot so efficiently, they shoot so well, they pass so well, they always find the open man. And I've seen West Georgia, we're shooting a lot of ill-advised shots sometimes. Our bigs will get the ball in the paint and shoot a fall-away jumper and miss it. Next thing you know, Lee's out running us down the court.
I'll tell you what. If I'm Coach Cooney, I'm going to go in the locker room. I'm going to ask my players. I'm going to tell them, man, we played these guys January 3rd, and we beat them 96-72. 96-72. Right now, they have a 2-point lead at half, and they're shooting 67% who wants to play defense? This is what I'm going to ask my team. We know we can score. We know we can score. They know we can score, and they know they can't stop us. But we can stop them. We have stopped them. So let's lock down. Let's get our heads in the game. Let's take smarter shots. Let's play Wolves basketball, and let's lock these guys down for the next 20 minutes of this game.
Earlier when we were talking about 500 team like Lee, those teams that kind of hover that 500 range all year, you'll see them play to the level of their competition, and that's what they're doing today. They've came out. They've sized up West Georgia. They probably still have a little hate in their heart from that embarrassing loss that they took at home earlier in the season to the Wolves. And they come out and they're giving us all they can give us in the first half. So the second half will be very interesting to see exactly how we plan on slowing down this attack that the Flames are giving us. I expect for Deontay Brown and Alex Abreu to come out and be a little more aggressive. I expect to see Alex Abreu shoot more. He was deferring a lot. And Corey Billingsley, give credit to him, leads all scorers with 14 points for the Flames, and he's doing exactly what he needs to do to keep to keep his Flames in the game. And you're listening to UWG Sports on the Wolf Sports Network. I am Jamal Legree, next to my twin brother Jordan Legree. This is your halftime report. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back to you with our second half analysis.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports crew, and this is your halftime report.
I know y'all miss a pimp, right? Yeah, but dig, there's been a lot of hate going on. So let me holler at these suckers. Hey, look at here, dog. You might have seen me in the street, but shout it, you don't know me. When you holler, when you speak, remember you don't know me. Save all the hating and the popping, pimping, you don't know me. Quit telling people you my partner, listen, you don't know me. Don't be a groupie, keep it moving, shout it, you don't know me. Hey, I ain't tripping, pimp, the truth is really you don't know me. Yeah, you know they call me T.I., but you don't know. You be hating and I see why, cause you don't know. I think it's time I made a song for people who don't know. I graduated at the streets, I'm a real OG. I've been trapping, shooting pistols since I stood 4 feet. So all you rappers acting bad, you gon' have to show me. You gon' make me bring the Chevy to a real slow creep. My partner's hanging out the window, mouth full of gold teeth. When the guns start popping, wonder when it's gon' cease. Chopper hit you in the side and create a slow beat. In the speculation, cause today we gon' see what's the future of a sucker who be hating on me. I ain't worried about the feds' investigation on me. I don't care that they at my shows and they waiting on me. I'ma keep on flossing, popping long as Toop is on the beat. Tell police I ain't stopping, I'ma keep it in the streets. Contrary to your beliefs, I'm as real as you can be. So keep your thoughts and your feelings, shout it, you don't know. You might have seen me in the street, but shout it, you don't know. When you holler, when you speak, remember you don't know. Save all the hating and the popping, pimping, you don't know. Quit telling people you my partner, listen, you don't know. Don't be a groupie, keep it moving, shouting, you don't know. Hey, I ain't tripping, pimp, the truth is really you don't know. Yeah, you know they call me T.I., but you don't know. You be hating and I see why, cause you don't know. Hey, once again, let me remind you, pimping, you don't know. So don't be walking up and asking what's the deal on the key. I don't know if you ran wide, you could be the police. If I was slanging blow, you couldn't get a whole seat. See me in the PSC falling through at a show deep. Police holding up the dope, cause they know we tote deep. I just wanna rap with C, blow and throw in the fleet. Over clan by the dozen different freaks in a week. I just wanna chill with country and his daddy Freddie G. Falling out at any time, and in the snow and spill a G. Wanna ball in the Bahamas, courtesy of KT. Backbone, he got a mill as well as dollar DP. 8K house on the hill, right next to JG. Every week meet at Falant, restaurant and eat free. Get in, they pay, Lil Greg and B. That's the only shot we got and getting cat back on the street. You might have seen me in the street, but shout it, you don't know. When you holler, when you speak, remember you don't know. Save all the hating and the popping, pimping, you don't know. Quit telling people you my partner, listen, you don't know. Don't be a groupie, keep it moving, shout it, you don't know. Hey, I ain't tripping, pimp, the truth is really you don't know. Yeah, you know they call me T.I., but you don't know. You be hating and I see why, cause you don't know. You see a sucker hating on a G, that's what it's gon' be. What you looking at, now shout it, you don't know me. At the club, in the street, so wherever we should meet us. Choppers, chopping, pistols, popping, pimping, you don't know. See a sucker hating on a G, that's what it's gon' be. What you looking at, now shout it, you don't know. At the club, in the street, so wherever we should meet us. Choppers, chopping, pistols, popping, pimping, you don't know. You might have seen me in the street, but shout it, you don't know. When you holler, when you speak, remember you don't know. Save all the hating and the popping, pimping, you don't know. Quit telling people you my partner, listen, you don't know. Don't be a groupie, keep it moving, shouting, you don't know. Hey, I ain't tripping, pimp, the truth is really you don't know. Yeah, you know they call me T.I., but you don't know. You be hating and I see why, cause you don't know. Hey, hey.
hustle pimp. Urban legend coming soon, the wait is over, homie. PSC pimpin'. Yo, hey, hey. You don't know me, dawg.
I'm the fucking man, y'all don't get it, do you? Type of money, everybody acting like they knew you. Go uptown, New York City, some Spanish girls love me like I'm out with Buddha. Tell Uncle Luke I'm out in Miami too. Clubbing hard, fucking women, ain't much to do. Wrist playing, got a condo up on Biscayne. Still getting brain from a thing, ain't changed. How you feel, how you feel, how you feel? 25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre, I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot. Tell Tune Light One, pass it like a relay. YMCMB, you more YMCA. Me, Franny, and Molly Mall at the cribbo. Shot goes out to Nico J and Chubb, shot to Gibbo. We got Santa Margarita by the leader. She know even if I'm fucking with her, I don't really need her. Oh, that's how you feel, man, that's really how you feel. Cause the pimpin' nice cold, all these just wanna chill. I mean, maybe she won't, then again, maybe she will. I can almost guarantee she know the deal, real nigga, what's up? Now she want a photo, you already know though. You only live once, that's the motto, nigga, YOLO. And we bout it every day, every day, every day. Like we sitting on the bench, but we don't really play every day, every day. What anybody say, can't see him cause the money in the way, real what's up? One time for one time, I'm calling it out like the umpire. 7 grams in the blunt, almost drowned in the poop, so I swam tubboat. It's east side, we in this.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a ain't one. I got the rap patrol on the patrol. Foes that want to make sure my casket's closed. Rap critics that say he's money cash. I'm from the hood, stupid. What type of facts are those? If you grew up with in your zap toes, you celebrate the minute you was having dope. I'm like, critics, you can kiss my whole ass. If you don't like my lyrics, you can press fast forward. Got beef with radio if I don't play they show. They don't play my hits, well I don't give a so. Rap mags try and use my black so advertisers could give them more cash for ads. I don't know what you take me as or understand the intelligence that Jay-Z has. I'm from rags, the richest, I ain't dumb. I got 99 problems, but a ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but a ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a ain't one. Hit me. Yeah, it's 94 and my trunk is raw. In my rear view mirror is the motherfucking law. Got two choices, y'all. Pull over the car or bounce on the devil, put the pedal to the floor. And I ain't tryna see no highway chase with Jake. Plus I got a few dollars, I can fight the case. So I pull over to the side of the road. I heard, son, do you know I'm stopping you for? Cause I'm young and I'm black and my hat's real low. Do I look like a mind reader, sir? I don't know. Am I under arrest or should I guess some more? Well, you was doing 55 and the 54. Lost the registration and step out of the car. You carrying a weapon on you, I know a lot of you are. I ain't stepping out of all my papers legit. Well, do you mind if I look around the car a little bit? Well, my glove compartment is locked, so it's the trunk in the back. And I know my rights, so you gon' need a warrant for that. Aren't you sharp attack? You some type of law or something, somebody important or something. I ain't past the bar, but I know a little bit enough that you wanna legally search my. We'll see how smart you are when the K9 comes. I got 99 problems, but a ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but a ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but a ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a ain't one. Hit me. Once upon a time, not too long ago, like myself had the strong armor. This is not a winner sense of having a, but a be having no god sense. Try and push me. I try to ignore him, talk to the Lord, pray for him, but some fools just love to perform. You know the type, loud as a motorbike, but wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. And only thing that's gonna happen is I'ma get the clapping, and he and his boys gonna be yapping to the captain. And there I go trapped in a Kit Kat again. Back through the system with the riff-raff again. Fiends on the floor, scratching again. Paparazzis with their cameras, snapping them. DA try to give a shaft again. $500,000 for bail cause I'm African. Or because the fool was harassing them. Trying to play the boy like he's saccharine. But ain't nothing sweet but I hold my I got 99 problems being a ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but a ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but a ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a ain't one. Hit me. Having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems and ain't one. You crazy for this one, Rick? It's your boy.
As a matter of fact, all around the league today, and we'll keep up with the men's games. We'll watch closely West Alabama and Alabama Huntsville, the two teams that are tied with West Georgia for the lead in the conference. And frankly, before we worry about any of that, we got to play better. The defensive end had to be extremely disappointing for Mike Cooney in the first half of this thing. And that's got to get fixed or we're in a mess today. We're down 2. We got the possession arrow. And here we go. Taylor Cochran and Thomas Higginbotham on the inbound. It is Thomas heading offensive end away to Alex Abreu. Abreu will take Billingsley off the dribble, drop it to Bernard, a runner down the baseline. He took a bad shot again, rebounded by Lee. Lee comes away with it. A one-pass possession. Lee with the ball, they'll back in and get a little easy shot yet again for a layup. Good, Cullen. Scores, Lee by 4, their biggest lead. Bernard with it out high. Hands out behind him, Higginbotham. Bounce it low. We post Stocks. He got on the baseline and either fumbled it away, and we wanted a call. We didn't get it. Phil Cudd, Mike Cooney didn't quite see the same thing. I didn't see anything. It was blocked out by both of them. 46-42. Out at the top, Stedman Ford, head of the key, drives in the lane and will dish to the corner. Billingsley, a ball fake, another wide open shot, good, from about 21 feet for Corey Billingsley. Lee's got us by 7 now, the third 3 of the half. Abreu with the basketball. Cochran with it on the outside. Now Stocks left wing. Deontay got hand checked and a little body by Stedman Ford. Deontay is a hard matchup for any of their guards. Billingsley's not quick enough and the others aren't big enough. We got to get the ball to him some. Stocks had 13 in the first half. We lob it on the inbound. Stocks outside high. Now to the left. Abreu down the baseline into a double team to Bernard. Passes out to Higginbotham. Thomas with it outside right wing. Thomas in the circle. Away to Abreu, and Alex will drive it side of the lane. In traffic, missed the shot, and the rebound, Wilson. And somebody reached in. I think Abreu did reach in and get a foul. And on Alex, that's his third. That's not one we needed. First foul of the second half on Abreu. It is 49-42 lead. We were up 10 7 minutes ago clock time. There's been a 17-point turnaround since that time. Lee with it outside, Chad Lee, baseline, Cullen, a pump fake, and yet another layup. Chase Cullen with the basket. And how many layups can they shoot in one ball game? Here's Higginbotham driving and got fouled on the floor before he made the shot. Foul is whistled on Chase Cullen. His first. I ain't sure Huey Pugh knew who that foul was on. He was fishing. Off the inbound, Huey's a good guy, really good official. Out on the left, we'll have Abreu open, a big rainbow three. No, Chad Lee the rebound. We seem to be settling here as of late on some shots. Lee on the inside. They drive again forward. Higginbotham fouled him. It was going to be another layup. Foul on Thomas is his first. D. Brown will come to the table. And here's Ford, a wide open jumper off the screen from 15, no good, but Cullen got the deflected rebound to Ford. Ford in the lane, dish across. Cullen, a ball fake in the corner. Down low inside to Wilson. We steal it from him. Abreu comes out of there with the ball. Alex down that right side. Alex in the lane. Alex up and under. Got it knocked away, got it back and hit a layup. 7 for Abreu. It's 51-44. Might be a good time to turn this thing back on again after leading by 10 and then trailing by 9 in roughly 8 minutes of play. It all turned. 51-44. Lee with the basketball. Billingsley out at the top. Gets the screen. Rolls it back. Chad Lee, a three from out there that won't go down. Emory Bernard lost the rebound inside to Cullen, who laid it up, and Emory fouled him. Cullen with an easy one. Foul on Bernard. And we have somebody calling time. No, we got subs coming in and out of the ball game. Chase Cullen with the basket. Will go to the line to try to complete a three-point play, and does. Chase Cullen. And we're down 10. Giovanni Austin in for Emory Bernard. Been a little bit of a tough day for Emory. He's missed all 7 of his shots in this basketball game today. And we go right side, Stocks. Deontay got side of the lane, leaned in and scores. He is an impossible matchup in this ball game. We need to look for him all day long. 54-46, Stocks with 15. Lee down the floor with it, Stedman Ford. Ford kicks one out right, Billingsley. Billingsley across the top. Away on the left, there's Cullen to the foul line. Now Ford wants to drive, give it to Cullen. He attacks the lane, about a 5-footer good. Whatever they want to do, they can do it. 56-46. Lee is shooting over 70% for this ball game. Here is Stocks, side of the lane left. As he moved to the basket, he got fouled. Ford, nope. Called it on the help man. Called it on Wilson. No, it's Ford. Yeah, that's right. Third foul on Ford. Again, Ford's too little to guard Stocks. Billingsley's too slow to guard Stocks. We have not exploited that. We have a bunch, but not fully. Stocks' free throw is good. Deontay's 4 of 5 at the line. Stefan Burrows in the ball game. Now he's a athletic matchup. He's 6'1". He doesn't give. 56-47, and the second free throw is no good. Lee will pull it down. I believe that was Copeland. Or Cullen, rather. And here comes Lee down in the lane. Yet another wide open layup by Chase Cullen. 58-47, Flames by 11. Stocks with it outside right. Stocks in the lane to the rack. Good. High archer is in there. And Mike Cooney, did he ask for a 30? He did. Mike will take a 30 that'll turn into a full timeout with 15:34 to go in the ball game. It is 58-49, and we'll break on the West Georgia Wolves Sports Network.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports Crew. This is your timeout update.
You're here with UWG Sports and the Wolf Sports Crew. Wolves down 9, 58-49. Wolves down 9, 58-49 with 15:34 left in this game. Jamal, tell us exactly what you're saying on the court.
Well, what I'm saying, Lee, I'm seeing them attack the paint, and I'm seeing them be very efficient. I mean, they're not doing anything fantastic. They're not adding any razzle-dazzle. They're not hitting us with Euro steps or anything above. They're getting to the paint. They set their feet. They might give us a small pump fake, and we're just falling for it every time. And they're getting easy bucket after easy bucket and stretching this lead out.
Lee shooting 66% from the field. Wolves only shooting 45 right now. Lee in complete control of this game. To me, the Wolves are sort of waiting for something just to happen instead of going out and making plays. give the ball to your star players. Abreu, step it up, make your shots. Deontay, make your shots as well. And play defense. We've got to play defense. We know we can score with our eyes closed, but we have got to play some defense.
Yeah, and Abreu picked up an early third foul early on in the second half, so he's going to miss a little time here. He's still on the bench. But we're going to see if the Wolves can get out of this 58-59 deficit with 15:34 left to play in the second half.
58-49.
UWG Sports, the Wolves Sports crew, send it back to Mitch for more live action.
They will inbound the ball and come the length of the floor. They led by 11 a moment ago. And down the floor comes Lee with the basketball. Burrows with it. Walks into the offensive end against DeAndre Brown. Burrows. They run that top side weave. There is Billingsley with the ball. Now Burrows outside right to Cullen. We strip it away with Stocks. It goes out of bounds. And now the under-16 media timeout. Now the under-16 media timeout. You might want to hit
You're
that
here at
board
UWG
again, guys.
Sports with the
It's
Wolf Sports crew. This is your
timeout.
timeout update.
No, it wasn't. That's supposed to be the media timeout. If somebody will bother to read the rule book. Outside on the right is Burrows on the right side. Now on the left with it on a penetration toward the basket, and we foul. We'll reach in and whack Chase Cullen. And I don't think he was shooting yet. Stocks with a personal. And that's his first. We missed the media timeout a moment ago, so we'll have it now with 15:02 to go in the ball game. There is timeout, 58-49 on the West Georgia Wolves Sports Network.
As a shorty playing in the front yard of the crib, fell down and I bumped my head. Somebody helped me up and asked me if I bumped my head. I said, yeah. So then they said, oh, so that means you gonna switch it on them. I said, yeah, flip mode. Flip mode is the greatest. You know, and as a shorty, I was always told that if I ain't gonna be part of the greatest, I gotta be the greatest myself. Come on, yeah, come on. Yeah, baby, what a surprise. Give you something, make it sucker roll over your eyes. All my people getting money capitalized. Die, little small guy, we on the rise. Everything I ever touch, platinumized. Full of your quips, you know we coming on supplies. Got a big gun and I'ma show you the size. You mess with any of my flip mode family ties. Me and my people be coming through, stroking you out. Killing off any and everything you're talking about. See you in the club, now we walking you out. Should've thought twice before you went and open your mouth. Yo, anyway, we stay keeping it moving. Messing with the wrong rubber, hope you know what you're doing. Now blame me, all the same.
Two of the baseball doubleheader has not started yet over at Huntsville, Alabama. Wolves won game one over there today behind a big offensive performance and Jamie Sexton, which is never a bad asset to have on your team. Here we're down 9, but we need a run, and you can always make those. We're explosive enough to get back in here. Now Burrows will drive from the wing and hit. I don't know how many layups in a row they've had, but they have not taken a far away shot since sometime midway in the first half. It is 60-49 lead. Here is Higginbotham outside right away, DeAndre Brown. They are really efficient. Stocks, a bomb for 3, good. Deontay tried to get us some life in this ball game. Drilled that one, 21 for Stocks. It is 60-52. Lee with Stephon Burrows heading offensive end. See if we can stop that weave handoff layup this time. Now they'll drive it with Billingsley. Got side of the lane, leaned over Higginbotham, missed it. Higginbotham had the rebound. Billingsley landed on his back, and what do they call? A technical foul on Giovanni Austin. After Billingsley committed he landed on Higgs' back, Giovanni got a technical. Wow. That'll be Giovanni's second personal. And Lee will get to shoot 2. Corey Billingsley, just a superb offensive player who is also an 83% foul shooter, hit the first and will get another one. That's one of those you got to back off something. Don't let Now it'll be West Georgia ball, but now we all of a sudden, instead of having momentum, you got to stop for once. You got to rebound. You end up giving them 2 points and the momentum back again. And a 10-point lead now for Lee with 14 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the ball game. And we will see Huey Pugh, the head of the officials here today, is down at the other end of the table talking to Eddie Duffy about our senior associate AD. He's the game manager here, and I have no idea what that's about. Now Mike Cooney would like an explanation, and Pugh, I think, is maybe telling the explanation's what the technical was for. You got to turn and run down the other end of the court, I think, after that. Giovanni let his emotions just get the better of him a little bit. And now Eddie Duffy is walking over to the other side of the floor. Keep an eye on who Eddie talks to over there. Ball outside left. Stocks, as he made the move, got hand checked. Watch Phil Cudd call the foul on Stephon Burrows, his second. 62-52. 10-point ball game, 14:01 to go. I feel a run coming. We've got to get some stops, and we can score in a hurry. Giovanni with it, short left wing. Into the corner of Abreu. Alex will drive it, kick it across. Tallene launching in and out. Rebound Lee. They are owning us on the boards in this ball game. They're +9 in rebounding now. 62-52 and a drive. Billingsley attacks the rack, laid it in. And one. Foul on Giovanni Austin's his third. Corey Billingsley's having a career, and that's obviously not a career day for him. He's got 21. Their high points of the year, by the way, Stedman Ford got 26 against Delta State. Billingsley missed the free throw, but Lee rebounds and Wilson sticks in a short jumper good. Wow. It is 66-52. We're down 14. And Stocks got hand checked again. Bryce Copeland with the personal. We have identified where the mismatch is, but if you don't get stops at the other end, it ain't going to help you. And that's the one thing we got to do, and maybe Mike Cooney has 3 timeouts plus all the media runs left to try to get this team jacked up on defense. Abreu with it outside. Alex with the basketball, now D. Brown. D right at the key. Wide open 2-ball from about 19 feet, good. D. Brown with 13, and we're back to within 12 at 66-54. Lee is shooting at 66% for the ball game. Johnson had the ball out front. Now Lee with it, kicks out right Billingsley. Corey Billingsley, one bounce out to the top. It goes away to Bryce Copeland. Copeland away in the corner. Now a drive down inside for yet another wide open layup. Eldrin Wilson good. 68-54. It's dial a shot right now. Lee by 14. Mike Cooney will ask for and get a timeout. And Lee has got a 68-54 advantage, and Mike Cooney's turning this one into a full. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, the Irishman's about to have prayer meeting. Timeout on the West Georgia Wolves Sports Network.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports crew. This is your timeout update.
Well, you're here with UWG Sports and the Wolf Sports crew. Wolves down by 14 with 12:39 left in this game. I mean, folks, Lee is in complete control. Wolves not playing any defense. We just keep getting beat. Our guards are getting beat. Our bigs are forced to come up and play help defense, and then they're just dropping it off for layups.
Yeah, they're definitely playing great efficient basketball. I mean, they're not even thinking about the 3-ball. They just keep attacking the paint, and attacking the paint. And right now, the Wolves just haven't had an answer for it in the second half. I mean, a 14-point deficit, and at one point we were leading by 10.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're losing the rebound battle by 10. We're losing bench points. They have 13 assists. Lee has 13 assists right now so far. Wolves only have 7. We're trying to play a lot of isolation ball and give the ball to Deontay Stocks and let him make plays with his mismatch. But If you're not getting stops on your other end, then that's not really helping us at all right now.
Yeah, they're going to have to get fired up and get ready to play some solid defense in this final 12 minutes of the basketball game, or they're going to take it ill. But you're listening to UWG.
You're here at UWG Sports with
back to Miss Gray with more live action.
This half, but Lee's rebounding is just really getting after us. They're plus 10 on the boards. When they do miss, they're making positives out of it. Now it's time for the turnaround to start. Here's Tauline, high post Bernard, now Abreu. Alex is a guy that can start a run all by himself. He's triple team side of the lane, runner no good. Wilson rebound, and Bernard got up under him and fouled him. It should be, they got it on Alex. Emery's the foul I saw, but they may have been more than one. And that's 4 on Alex Abreu, and that's something you didn't need. If you're going to get back in it, that's a guy you got to have. Thomas Higginbotham will check in, and Alex, who's had a bit of a rough, after a great second half the other night, will have a seat with his 4th foul at the 12:24 mark. And we will watch Wilson shoot free throws, no good on the front of the 1-and-1. Emery Bernard the rebound. Maybe that's going to be a spur to get something started. Tauline with it outside. Here's Zach with the ball. Zach high post Bernard. Backdoor pass. Stocks got held by Bryce Copeland. And you got to figure Copeland's got to be a good kid, a hard-working player, hometown product out of Cleveland, Tennessee, and he's got to be wondering what he did to deserve to have to try to guard Stocks, because not on God's green earth is he up to that task. But he's given it all he's got. That's all you can ask out of the young man. And I'm sure first free throw, Deontay, is good. Stocks 5 of 7 shooting free throws on the afternoon. He's got 22. Billingsley has 21. And both of those two guys have pretty well gotten what they wanted. 12-point lead. Wolves show some pressure. Copeland splits a double team. We knock it away, but he got it back. Copeland picked it up and looks for help and found it away to Wilson. Now Copeland give it out left wing to Billingsley. Higginbotham's on him. Billingsley's bigger. That's going to be a hard matchup for Thomas. There's the drive to the lane. Billingsley at the head of the key will back down, back in, kick out. There's the drive, and boy, they fumble away a pass. We get the turnover and run it down with DeAndre Brown. Brown toward the elbow area, got in the circle, stops, looks back out and got it away to Higginbotham. Now up high, Emery Bernard. Looked to the bounce pass, now does get the handoff play to Stocks. Deontay baseline, got himself fouled, shoots 2 more. Watch this thing as it goes. Deontay got fouled. Foul is on Billingsley, and we get the under 12 timeout. First foul on Billingsley. 11:29 to go in the ball game. Lee 68, West Georgia 56 on the West Georgia.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports crew. This is your timeout update.
About me, X about me, X about me, X about me. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. X about me, X about me. I'm a hustler.
This for all my hustler, homie. The struggle that's on the grind. All my that ever had to hustle to get at a dollar. This for y'all, man. Personality change, man. The Kid Cassidy. This for the hood, man. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, homie. I got the product, narcotics for the customers, homie. Fiends like a muffler, homie. Only so I only got a couple of homies. If you a hustler, I could with your homie. You spend a couple bucks, I stay in touch with your homie. I get money, I get 20 a K. I got 20 strips all doing 20 a day. Hey, I get cake from buds and haze. I'm making dubs. They hating cause I'm on the grind like I'm making love.
Afternoon, that is for sure. And they're getting pretty much the bad part. They're getting pretty much what they need in shooting the basketball here. All the other men's games in the league have just really gotten underway. Here in this half, Lee is at 71%. 10 of 14. Wolves are 5 of 11. Deontay Stocks, who's 6 of 8 at the line today, has scored 23 points. We'll get 2 more free throws here. Deontay's first, perfect. And with Abreu having 4 fouls, Deontay is pretty much going to be our dude down the stretch of this. When they get Chad Lee in, Javon Johnson out, Stephon Burrows coming back in the ball game. Corey Billingsley will get a seat for Coach Tommy Brown of the Lee Flames. Stocks at the foul line. Second free throw is good. Deontay now 8 of 10 at the line. 8 of 13 from the field. He's got 25, and it's down the floor come the Flames with the ball. Lee out front with it, Stephon Burrows. 68-57 the score. Now off the inside, we double team down and they force a shot, miss it. Rebound tip to DeAndre Brown, and we want to run. DeAndre down the court will pull up from 18. Nope. Rebound by Lee. Pull that one down with Chase Cullen. Now Copeland heads back down the floor for them. Copeland with the ball outside on the right. Burrows with it top of the key. Burrows moves it out right to Cullen. On the right, Copeland in the lane. Gets cut off. Looks behind him. Burrows with the ball. Burrows gives it back. And now Copeland launches. Shot it short. Rebound off the floor. Higginbotham steals it. Throws long. There's Stocks. Layup good. Deontay. Dallas shot for Deontay. And for Deontay, that is what? His 27th point of the ball game, I believe it is. Lee with an offensive end. We're only down 8. We can get back in this thing. Crowd yelling for defense, which has been in short supply today, except for the last 2 trips. Out front, Lee with the basketball, Copeland. Copeland out on that right wing. Copeland moves it down to the corner. They pass underneath, wide open for yet another layup. Good by Eldrin Wilson. 70-60, Lee by 10. They have made 4 straight, 4 of the last 6 shots. Emory Bernard holding out high, bounce pass, driving. Tallene missed the shot, foul by Chad Lee. Zach will get 2 with 9:37 to play in the ball game. Lee with a personal. That's his first. Second free throw, first free throw by Zach is good. Zach with 7 on the afternoon. Zach is 78% foul shooter for the Wolves, 70-61. Taylor Cochran will check back in evidently for Zach if this free throw goes, which it does, and Taylor does. Zach sits with 8. It's 70-62 with 9:37 to play in the ball game. And Alex Abreu has been sitting now for 3 minutes with his 4th foul. He went out with 12:24 to play. Chad Lee against the press took, wasn't Chad Lee, it was Cullen. Took a little extra step and got away with it outside. Now Flames with the ball outside is Lee to the corner. A wide open 3 over there, knocked it in. Stedman Ford. Ford fires one in from downtown, and for the Flames, we beat them back. And DeAndre Brown hit a layup. It is 73-64. We're down 9 with 9 minutes. This thing's doable. Chad Lee on the outside. Of course, I'm a homer and a big fan. Outside with it, Cullen. Cullen away to Burrows. Burrows in the circle, moves it back out. Lee with the ball. They swing it around left. Burrows drop it down low post. Now Ford, head of the key. The shot clock hits 8. Ford, a cut into the lane and a turnaround jump. They miss the shot. They get the rebound, and they dribble it out to the corner. And they also knock it away. We get a turnover. Taylor Cochran pulled the loose ball. Down that left side, D. Brown starts a drive, cut off. Now Cochran with it up top, gives to Stocks. Deontay, a double team comes at him. It doesn't matter. He put it up, drew the foul, and shoots 2. Foul is on Cullen. 2 free throws coming up. And we'll watch Deontay. Tommy Brown just chewing Fanny on the refs, and they're taking it right now. Deontay's free throw is good. Stocks now is, I've got him, with 28 on the afternoon, I think? Stocks in them both. 29 now. Okay. My number was right for a change. And down the floor, 73-66, 7-point ball game. Chad Lee outside with it. We're going to get Abreu back in, 4 fouls and all. The man who can lead a run. Abreu's a great offensive player. Here's the Flames outright with the basketball. They look to penetrate. It wasn't there with Burrows. Chad Lee holding. Foul line extended. Bounce pass down to the corner to Wilson. Fumble. Got it back. We knock it away. 3 on the shot clock. 2. Now 4 to 30-footer desperation. No. Taylor Cochran the rebound. They knock it away from Taylor out of bounds. Our ball. Under 8 timeout hits right now. And we're showing some signs of life. Maybe it's time for that run. Lee 73, Wolves 66, and a timeout on the West Georgia Wolves Sports Network.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports Crew. This is your timeout update.
You are here with UWG Sports and the Wolf Sports Crew. I am Jordan LeGray alongside my twin brother Jamal LeGray. And right now, Wolves down 66-73 with 7:38 left in this game. They're showing some fight. Getting close, Jamal.
Yeah, the Wolves definitely are picking it up defensively. You know, and if you want to know how to get your team and lead your team out of a 14-point deficit, then ask Deontay Stocks. Because right now he is lighting it up. He has 29 points on 9 of 14 shooting, and he's hit 10 out of his 12 free throws. He's doing a great job. And DeAndre Brown, man, I'm glad we mentioned him at the beginning of this game because he is really making his presence felt. He's playing great defenses. He's intense, and he's flying up and down the court.
And it's good that he's done this in the absence of Alex Abreu. Alex picked up a 4th foul earlier on in this second half. He looks like he's about to come back on the court, but as you said, great job by DeAndre Brown, stepping it up, 7 of 9 from the field. He has 15 points and 3 rebounds. Definitely the X factor today here.
Yes, he does. But Lee still holding on to a lead, 66-73. 7:38 left to play. We'll get you back to Mitch Gray. You're listening to UW Sports and the Wolf Sports Crew. Stay tuned.
On Union, Christian Brothers 23-14 on Valdosta midway in the first half. UAH is 14-14 with Mississippi College early, and West Al 7-4 on Shorter early. Abreu with it. We're down 7. Alex on that right side. Kick it back. Cochran wide open 3. Yes, sir. Taylor Cochran, and it's a 4-point game. We have a pulse. This team's going to show some character. We may not win, but they'll show you some character. 73-69. Stedman Ford offensive end with it. Stedman moves it out right away to Chase Cullen. Now Chad Lee, feed the post, drop it down inside. They'll lean in. Cullen laid it in. Lord, they've hit some easy shots in this game. Lee is 31 of 48 shooting the basketball in this game today. In the corner, D. Brown launches 3, too strong. Stedman Ford the rebound, falling out of bounds, handed to Chad Lee to avoid the turnover. Lee by 6 with under 7. Corey Billingsley back in the lineup for them. Billingsley out on the top end. They move it right, Stedman Ford, now Chad Lee. Ford at the top, fakes right, goes left, bounces to Lee. 13 on the shot clock. Lee has taken good care of the ball in this second half after a lot of turnovers early. Billingsley with it now. Hands away to Ford, his 3 blocks, Stocks, Deontay rebounds. We're 3-on-1. Abreu driving, yes. 4-point game. Stocks blocked it and hit Abreu for a driving layup. We're down 4. We've dug a grave and put 1 foot out of it. Let's see if we can climb the rest of the way. 75-71 with 6 minutes. Ford with it outright. Billingsley holds right sideline. Billingsley left-hand dribble. Chad Lee up top. Now Cullen, fake left, start right, give back to Billingsley. It's Chad Lee at the top side. Stedman Ford with the ball. Chad Lee, we're down to 7 on the shot clock. And they'll bomb way out there, no good on the jumper, rebounded Emory Bedard. Emory looks like a different man since he's back in. Abreu, corner 3, Alex, yes! 1-point game! 75-74, Lee says timeout. They want a 30. That's not a real good crowd in here today, but they're making a little racket. Heck, even our Dean of Students behind me, Scott Lingrel's getting fired up. You gotta like that. It is 75-74, a 1-point ball game here in the Coliseum. And Lee wants to turn this into a full. We'll keep it here and update you on scores. around the league will remind you of what our women got the result they wanted when Delta State pulled away late and dominated North Alabama down the stretch to win that women's game over there today. Here, let's see at other games, West Florida leading Union 21-16 midway in the half. Christian Brothers is 24-16 on Valdosta, 7:41 to go in the half. MC 16-14 on Huntsville with 11 to go in the first half. West Alabama 10-4 on Shorter in their ball game. That is just about 4.5 minutes into that one today at Pruitt Hall in Livingston. Here, what a crazy game. Lee, after just pretty much doing anything they wanted on offense for 30 minutes, has missed 4 of their last 5 shots. They're still shooting 62% for the ball game. This half, we're shooting 56%. And Deontay Stocks is having a game, pretty good one. Stocks has 29 points, 3 assists, couple of boards, and we've cut it to 1. And right now, you want 5.5 minutes of the best defensive effort this team can give you. Lee with it, Stedman Ford offensive end of the floor. Ford with it out left wing, Billingsley. Billingsley will bounce a couple of 3 times. Out right in the hands of Cullen. Now they go in the corner with it. Lee fade inside, threw it away. Cochran got the loose ball. Wolves can take the lead. Stocks with it, offensive end. Deontay hands away to Alex Abreu. Abreu head of the key. Behind him, Cochran. Now DeAndre Brown driving. Got down inside, fakes, kicks back out to the wing to Cochran. High post, Bernard threw it away. Another turnover for Emory. And to the offensive end they go at 75-74. Billingsley runs in, missed the shot, rebound scramble. Cochran's got it and threw it right to Billingsley for a layup. Cochran with a bad turnover there. And Corey Billingsley got an easy one. Lee by 3, 77-74. Don't ever throw it in underneath your own basket. And Abreu got himself fouled by big Eldrin Wilson. Alex will shoot a 1 and well. It's double bonus. That'll help. That's first foul of the game on Wilson. Alex Abreu, an 88% free throw shooter, will get 2 here. 77-74, Lee by 3 with 4:20 to play. Abreu's first, never got there. Abreu has scored a dozen. He's not been to the line all day. That didn't help. Lee will bring in Javon Johnson back in the game, the 6'4 youngster out of Chattanooga. We will watch Abreu again. This one, well, he almost missed them both. That rattled in for him. Shooter's touch for Abreu. 2-point ball game. Wolves show the 2-2-1, 3-quarter court zone. Lee will handle it. It's more of a nuisance press this trip down. Johnson with it out on the top end for the Flames. Behind him, Stedman Ford, now Corey Billingsley. Billingsley, left side, and Ford will drive it in. Got in heavy traffic. Have it knocked away, but saved by Johnson. 7 to shoot. Johnson's going to take a rainbow 3, no good. Long rebound. Lee got it back. They have owned the boards in this ball game today. 31-22 edge for the Flames. Now we'll watch them on this left side. Cullen with the ball. They swing it right. Ford will drive it inside. As we strip it, we got part of the arm and fouled him. So after the timeout, Lee will get free throws. Huey Pugh tells us the foul on Cochran is second, and there's timeout on the court. We're trailing by 2, 77-75. 3:32 to go in the game. You're listening to the West Georgia Wolves Sports Network.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports crew. This is your timeout update.
You're here with UWG Sports and the Wolf Sports crew. Wolves only left in this game, 77-75. I tell you, Jamal, every time the Wolves get close, getting this lead, trying to tie or take the lead, Lee comes back and get a bucket of their own.
Well, you know, Taylor Cochran had a bad turnover there, and it really cost us. It gave Corey Billingsley an easy bucket and increase their lead back to 2. But, hey, to dig yourselves out of 14 and be down 2 with 3 minutes left, we're in good shape.
Deontay Stocks leads all scores with 29. Corey Billingsley holding his own with 23 and 5 assists on the day. Wolves shooting 50% now. Lee's shooting percentage has came down, still shooting 60%. Wolves 8 of 15 from downtown. We'll see if we can get some late threes here to go ahead and take over at the end of this game, get some momentum behind us. The crowd's starting to get in it here at the Coliseum, folks. We'll get you right back to Mitch Gray, UWG Sports, and the Wolf Sports crew.
7 minutes of basketball. We've played about 15 great minutes and about 20 zombie minutes. And that's how we ended up down 3 here. Now, Stedman Ford, their final little guard's going to go to the line. This is not the guy you want to foul. 83% on the season. Ford's first, perfect. 3-point lead for Lee. Ford, as a matter of fact, has only scored 4 today. Ford will get another one here. And he missed it. And Taylor Cochran the rebound. We're down 3. Wolves down the offensive end. Here's Abreu. Goes side of the lane and cut off. Now Bernard high. Hands back to Alex. Fakes a 3. Stops foul line. Brown, right wing 3 for the tie. Yes, sir. DeAndre, and we've climbed out of the grave. We've tied it with 3:12 to go. Now we need to play the best defense we've played. Now, we played really good D at times against Shorter the other night. And Shorter, frankly, is much better than this team. 78-78. We got to play like it now. Ford out on the high end. Shorter's most talented team in the league, as a matter of fact. Outside, Billingsley will bounce it right. And we get a double team. We knock it away off the knee of Stedman Ford. It's out of bounds, and the Wolves get it. Once again, Tommy Brown up, didn't care for the call, and he's going to take a timeout. And I think he and Daryl Hargraves may have a conversation. We'll watch Daryl walk over. And Daryl, a good veteran official, patient. He'll take a little, then he'll walk away. Daryl is not one of the officials known as a quick trigger in this. There are 2 or 3 of them that are. Daryl ain't one of them. Now, if I lived in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, there's no way I'd be anywhere near as good a shape as he is, being around those ribs all the time. We got a tie game with 2:46 to go in the ball game. And give our kids credit. We're a bunch that is it's odd how we can play ourselves into and out of runs. And we are a team of runs. But we're an extremely hard-working bunch. Stocks with 29, Brown with 18, Abreu 13. And we generally take care of the ball. We only have 6 turnovers in this game. Here's DeAndre Brown, right wing. Give a pass to Stocks. Deontay driving, contact, missed the shot. Lee the rebound, and they look to run it out of there with Cullen. Cullen, a collision at midcourt, and we'll get a blocking foul. And Abreu just fouled out of the ball game. We didn't need that. You don't try to draw a charge 50 feet away from the basket. Alex got to think. He's gone. What's the old rule of thumb? Don't commit a foul against a player who's not where he can hurt you. And their guy 50 feet from the hoop won't go hurt us. Not the way they... Now, Cullen will shoot. 1-and-1 of the front end's good. Lee back in the lead at 79-78. Chase Cullen, 71% foul shooter on the season. He's done a really good job for them today. I've got him with 16. Cullen again, 17. Lee, 80, West Georgia, 78. Offensive end, Higginbotham with it. Outside left, D. Brown. Gets a screen from Bernard. DeAndre in the circle, fumbled it, now kicks out Higginbotham. Thomas with the basketball out on the left wing. Gets a pick and a drive and an up and under. Brown in the corner, it's knocked away by Lee, out of bounds. Wolves inbound, down 2, 15 to shoot, 2:08 to play. We got ourselves a little cliffhanger in here this afternoon, an 80-78 deficit. Remember the Union game? We battled back, took the lead, and then stopped playing. We haven't stopped today. Higginbotham will hand to Stocks. Fumbles the pass, but he got it back. 10 to shoot. Here's Deontay. Takes it down to the lane in heavy traffic. Knocked away. Got it back. Got it blocked. Lee the rebound. Lee will run it. Billingsley will lay it up and score, and they're up 4. I'm hoping the foul out by Abreu didn't just put our whole team in a funk. Cochran with it out right side. We need a second option besides Stocks out there. Now it's Deontay, best scorer in the league with 90 seconds to play, drives and turned it over and committed a frustration foul. And Lee will get a double bonus at the other end and can go up 6. And it does look like from a mental standpoint we stopped when Abreu fouled out. Had the crowd into the game and had a lot of stuff going for you. It's double bonus now. And Chase Cullen, the 71% free throw shooter who's had a really solid game for Lee today, 13.7 rebounds, missed the front end. That didn't hurt us. Cullen will get another. 82-78 Lee by 4 with 91 seconds. He missed them both, rebounded Cochran. We've been given a little life with missed free throws. Here is D. Brown with the ball. Now Tauline out high with it. Zach way away from everybody. Hits Stocks out here right side. Ford with him. A good quickness matchup. Deontay got hand checked and then L pushed him off with the forearm. And we got a break. That could have easily gone offensive against us. Yeah, but they don't always see the hand check first. That's what, but everybody saw that. Stocks will shoot 2 and can make it a 2-point game with 76 seconds to go. Deontay's first, no good. If he misses at the line, you know, it may be a haunted day for you. Deontay's missed 3 free throws today. He's hit 10. He scored 29. So this will give him his 4th 30-point game of the year with that free throw. Deontay, that kind of hurt a little bit. So now Stocks will commit a foul out in the open courts, his second. And Lee with 3-point, we foul him 50 feet from the basket. You don't foul them when they're not in a position to hurt you. And for Stocks, that's his 3rd. Corey Billingsley, great foul shooter, hits the first one. 3 of 4 today for Billingsley. He's got 26. He's had best game he's played against us, and he plays well against just about everybody. Had a tough night against us in Tennessee 5 weeks ago. Second free throw, no good. Bernard the rebound. We're down 4, still plenty of time. He got over a minute to go. Now D. Brown drives inside. Tauline to the corner. His 3 won't go. Rebound Lee. That was another one-pass possession, which we've done since Abreu left the game. Now we run a jump switch at Billingsley. He stops, and they call timeout. Smart move out of Tommy Brown. So 83-79, Lee with the lead and 48 seconds to go. They're 48 seconds away from the upset W here today. And this could be a devastator for the Wolves. Union, by the way, only a game behind us in the standings and a tiebreaker edge. They've caught West Florida and passed them as we thought they would. Shorter is down 11 to West Alabama. I got a hunch that one gets closer at some point in time. Although Shorter battling an injury problem or so. Huntsville struggling a little at Mississippi College early. It's only a 2-point lead for UAH in their game. Here, Lee leads it 83-79. Look at Lee's numbers shooting 2s today. Just on 2s alone. 26 shooting 2-pointers today. Wow. That's frightening. That is over 70% of their 2s. They inbound to Wilson. We foul him. They inbounded it to the guy I think we wanted to get it. Wilson, a bad foul shooter at 56%. But today, nobody's a bad shooter wearing a black and red uniform at this building this afternoon. Yeah, Lee is 72% on 2-point shots in this ball game today. Wow. Wilson's free throw no good. They're helping us. We haven't took advantage of it, but they're helping us. Lee has missed 9 of 19 free throws in the ball game. We've missed 7 of 21, including 3 misses by Deontay, and that's almost never happens. Here's the second attempt. Wilson missed them both. Rebound Bernard. Here's Stocks. We're down 4. Don't have to fire one up indiscriminate. We got foul shooting a 3. It's short. And a foul on Burrows, and Deontay Stocks will shoot 3 free throws with 40 seconds left in the game. Wow. Lee fell right into that. If they've seen film Deontay the last couple of weeks, that's been kind of his game. And he does it awfully well. He's 11 of 14 at the line today, and the first of 3 is good, and we're down 3. Stocks has made 12 free throws on the afternoon. He gets 2 more. He's made 13 free throws on the afternoon. It's a 2-point game with 40 seconds left to go. 83-81 lead. Why do I get the feeling, and I know it's wishful thinking, we're going to make this, we're going to get a Thomas Higginbotham steal and score and win this thing. Here's Stocks' free throw, good on all 3 of them. Deontay turns this into a 1-point game with 40 seconds left. Stocks in the backcourt against Billingsley, and they get Deontay on a reach, and Billingsley shoots 2, and that's not what we wanted. That time we didn't foul 50 feet from the basket. We fouled 90 feet from the basket. Billingsley can't hurt you with his back to the basket 90 feet away, especially when there's a 10 count, and he wasn't in any hurry to move it. 4 on Deontay, and Billingsley will not miss another one. Free throw is good for Corey Billingsley. And what is interesting today, this guy is a good foul shooter, but he's missed 2 on the afternoon. He's 4 out of 6. He scored 27. He scored 28, just as you knew Billingsley would make those. We're down 3. We don't necessarily have to settle for a 3. Stocks will drive it inside, got it stripped away by Ford out of bounds. Quick hands by the little guard for the Lee Flames. Mike Cooney will take time. He's got 2 remaining. He'll take one here with 31 seconds. And again, you don't have to settle for fogging one up from the hinterlands. If you get an open 3 with the right guy, yeah. But you don't have to settle. You turn it into a 1-point game and you try to turn them over. If you can, foul somebody who's not named Billingsley or Ford, if that happens. Union up 10 now at half over West Florida. That's got blowout written all over it up in Jackson, Tennessee today. Delta State is 6 on UNA late in the half. 25-19 out in Cleveland today. West Al is 8 on Shorter midway in the first half. See if we got anything on Wolves baseball in game 2 of the doubleheader. Huntsville's got us 2-1 in the second inning. Rubber game of that 3-game conference opening series. Here we go in the inbound. Tall 8-3 for the Tide. Knocked down. He missed it. We get the rebound. DeAndre Brown follows. And now we get a foul on the inside. And what's this going to be called? It's going to be on Lee, and the foul is whistled against Chase Cullen. His third. DeAndre Brown with 24 seconds can cut this to a 1-point ball game. We got to make your free throws now. DeAndre will get 2. DeAndre is only a 52% foul shooter. Perfect on the first one. So much for the law of averages. Listening to Tommy Brown down there yelling unbelievable, which you can hear him just south of Chattanooga. And I think he thinks he's getting homered, by the way. I wouldn't argue the point with him. But now we get the 2 free throws and a timeout. Is that Mike Cooney's last, or did they call it? Foul. Lee called their final timeout now with 24 seconds to go. The 2 free throws were good. Is that score right? It's a 1-point game, isn't it? Yeah, it's 84. Sure is. We've missed our last 5 shots. 85-84 lead with 24 seconds. Now, we'll see what players, Billingsley and Ford are great foul shooters. We'll see who else is out there for Tommy Brown's team. Cullen's pretty good, 71%, that's respectable. Chad Lee is out there, that's 87%, that's exceptional. And the other man's Jervon Johnson, who is awful at 57%. We'll see what direction they go. It's Billingsley, as you would expect. We'll run a double team at him, and he gets rid of the ball to Ford. How about a 10 count? Well, we fouled. We were really close to getting a 10 count on them possibly, but we commit the foul. 24. There were 24 on the clock when they inbounded it. And it took them 8, and then we fouled, and it was going to be close to a 10 count. So it'll be 2 free throws for the very reliable Stedman Ford, who today is 1 out of 2 at the line. He's allowed to miss one here, but he doesn't miss that one. Stedman Ford, now here's your dilemma. If they go up 3, the way they rebound and we don't, they'd be real smart to foul us. 3-point lead. Ford hit them both. Now with 15 seconds, here's Deontay. Stocks with a basketball. Stocks will stop and launch a 3. No. Rebound, Lee, and do we foul Billingsley or just let it run out? We didn't foul a soul. You talk about a team losing its heart. We just stood there and Billingsley wasn't going to miss, but you got to kind of foul somebody on that one, and we're going to get beat here today. 87-84. We settled on that last one. We did not seem to have a plan on that last one. It's 87-84. Corey Billingsley, first free throw good. Ball game. Lee's going to come in and knock us off here today. And Corey Billingsley's been one of the reasons why. He's got 29, and he'll go for 30 here, and give him credit. Offensively, he has been brilliant today for the Lee Flames. The ball game's over. Lee wins it 89-84, and a good win for Lee here this afternoon. We'll have final numbers and the post-mortem and a visit with Mike Cooney coming up on the West Georgia Wolves Sports Network.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports crew, and this is your post-game report.
You're here with UWG Sports and the Wolf Sports crew. Our final score here at the Coliseum, Lee 89, the Wolves 84. Lee shot 61% from the field today. A lot of shots, a lot of layups. They out-rebounded us 35-29. Jamal Lee did what they were supposed to do. They had 48 points in the paint to our only 32.
48 points in the paint. They absolutely came out in the second half and dominated. They came out, like I told you, they take care of the ball and rebound, and they're going to shoot efficiently. They're going to play lead basketball. And that's what they did in the second half and came out with a win.
And mind you, folks, Lee had 12 turnovers in the first half. They finished the game with 14. So they definitely just started holding on to the ball, playing their offense. And good. I saw this towards the second half, the end of the second half. Coach Cooney switched to a man zone, a 2-3 zone type of style of basketball. And it really disrupted the Lee Flames' offensive attack. We got close. We got a tie game at one point. It was 78 all. So we just couldn't play a little more defense.
No, it came down to whether or not Lee could hit their free throws. They kind of from the 2:30 mark on. After Alex Abreu fouled out, they couldn't get much going offensively. They were on the free throw line with a chance to extend the lead to 5 or 6 numerous occasions, like 4 times maybe at one point, and they just were missing free throws. And we would come down the court and just we missed a long 3 with Zach Tallene. I mean, DeAndre got a rebound, couldn't get it back in a couple times. Deontay, they kept hand-checking Deontay, so he hit all his free throws, but he just couldn't get it going offensively there in the end.
Some statistics for you here, folks. A guy, despite Billingsley, who had 30 on the day, Deontay Stocks had 33. Cullen was a guy from Lee who I kept hearing his name over and over as he got to the paint, and he would just drop the ball down, pump fake, lay it up, real easy shot. This was a big team, and they definitely came out and did what they were supposed to do. Deontay Stocks had 14 made free throws. He was 9 of 17 from the field. Big credit to DeAndre Brown for trying to keep us in this game. But when Alex Abreu fouled out, the Wolves kind of lost a bit of life.
Yeah, we lost a bit of life. Alex Abreu was definitely being aggressive on defense. He was playing smart, and I think that call, his 5th foul, was in front of this scores table. And me personally, I think he just lost his own feet. I kind of saw him tangle his own feet up and just fell. And I didn't think he touched the ball handler as the ball handler continued to run up court. The ball handler didn't, somebody hits you, you're gonna move left or move right or stumble a bit. But the ball handler kept going as if Alex Abreu did not touch him. But they called the 5th foul, and he fouled out and saw the emotional vibrance that he brings to this team kind of just drained out of them there. And Wolves fall by 5 to the Lee Flames.
Coming up. Go ahead.
Sorry. That's Deontay Stocks' 4th 30-point game of the season. Good credit to Corey. I'm sorry, I forgot his last name. Corey Billingsley. There it is. Good. Give him credit. He came out here and led his team to victory. He had 30 points tonight, and he was a tough matchup for us. Sometimes there was a smaller guard on him. Try to put Deontay on him, but he's just a bit heavier than Deontay, so he definitely did a good job. And credit to that lead team coming in here and playing efficient basketball, getting themselves a win.
All right, folks, that's it for us here from the Coliseum today. Women's team came out and got their win as the men fall by 5. Next up for the Wolves is West Florida. They'll be on the road for that one. And then next Saturday, they both head to Valdosta State. Wolves won't be back to the Coliseum until next Thursday, which will be the senior night here at the Coliseum as the Wolves take on West Alabama, folks. So be sure to come out for that one and support your seniors and see them go off in style. This was UWG Sports alongside the Wolf Sports crew. We're going to take a brief break and get you right back for Mitch Gray and Coach Cooney's post-game interview.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports crew, and this is your post-game report.
I'm the f***ing man, y'all don't get it, do you? Type of money, everybody acting like they knew you. Go uptown, New York City, some Spanish girls love me like I'm out with Duda. Tell Uncle Luke I'm out in Miami too. Clubbing hard, f***ing women, they ain't much to do. Wrist playing, got a condo up on Biscayne. Still getting brain from a thing, ain't changed. How you feel, how you feel, how you feel? 25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre, I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot. Tell Tune Light One, pass it like a relay. YMCMB, you more YMCA. Me, Franny, and Molly Mall at the cribbo. Shot goes out to Nico J and Chubb, shot to Gibbo. We got Santa Margarita by the leader. She know even if I'm fucking with her, I don't really need her. Oh, that's how you feel, man, that's really how you feel. Cause the pimpin' nice cold, all these just wanna chill. I mean, maybe she won't, then again, maybe she will. I can almost guarantee she know the deal, real nigga. Now she want a photo, you already know though. You only live once, that's the motto, nigga, YOLO. And we bout it every day, every day, every day. Like we sitting on the bench, but we don't really play every day, every day. What anybody say, can't see him cause the money in the way, real. What's up? One time for one time. I'm calling it out like the umpire. 7 grams in the blunt, almost drowned in the poop. So I swam to a boat. It's east side, we in this boot. Wishing it would like a tree in this boot. And if a leaf fall, put some in that boot. That's my M.O. at a beat of that shit. I'm fucked up, tore down. I'm twisted, doorknob. Talk stupid, off with your head. Money talks and Mr. Ed. Yeah, I'm so young, money got a drum on the go. Energize a bunny. Funny how honey ain't sweet like sugar, ain't she sweet? On the street like hookers, I tongue kiss her other tongue. Ski, 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 water gun. Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. Don't she? Now she want a photo, you already know though. Yeah. You only live once, that's the motto, nigga, YOLO. And we bout it every day, every day, every day. Like we sitting on the bench, but we don't really play every day, every day. What anybody say, can't see him cause the money in the way, real. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Real, what's up, 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 what's up? Now she want a photo, you already know though. You only live once, that's the motto, YOLO. And we bout it every day, every day, every day. Like we sitting on the bench, but we don't really play every day, every day. What anybody say, can't see him cause the money in the way, real. What's up?
And I went to the zone in the first half when Alex Abreu got his second foul, so he wouldn't get his third foul. And at that time, I think they went on a 12-0 run, something like that, and they took the lead. Now, you know, when you heavy lies the head that wears the crown, you know, I'd like to go back and relook at that. But I know the problem too during that time was we had empty possessions.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they made some threes that were deep, and then but they got the ball inside, but we didn't score. And you know, I just think this time of the year, Mitch, and you know, your best players have got to play for you. You know, Alex had a good game today, but not a great game.
Yeah.
And he was in foul trouble most of the game.
And you only got to play 22 minutes,
Yeah.
which is
not good.
Not what you want, 28 to 30 at least, I think.
No, and so then, you know, then we're in that position where we're behind and we're having to pull Thomas out. And we're having to do things that we really don't want to do. I got to give our guys a lot of credit for battling back. I thought D. Brown had a spectacular day today and didn't turn the ball over. He made really, really good plays. I thought that, you know, I quite frankly, I thought Zach got fouled there at the end, but we didn't get the call, and that's the way this game is set up. I mean, I have all the respect in the world for the officials, and they've got a hard job to do. But that was a big play right there. We were down, I think, 3 or 2.
That was for the tie.
That was for the tie, you know. And it was a great call by Coach Young. But you got to give Lee a lot of credit. And I explained this to our guys. This is a good basketball team. We really played our best game of the year up there last year. I mean, it was early January. We played a terrific game with tons of energy, and I told them, you know, you guys spent a lot of energy on Shorter. You have to be ready to play against these guys. They have nothing to play for. They're free. They're just coming in here to play, and those are the most dangerous teams to play, and that's what we've got going forward with West Florida and Valdosta. You know, and the offense really got stagnant. And again, this is what happens, Mitch. You know, Giovanni Austin, he hurt his thumb like Marcus did. Now they're not going to require surgery, but he couldn't hold on to the ball out there. He wasn't comfortable, and we really didn't have a good flow going to our offense today, like we had against Shorter. And you know, Lee was really jamming us up, and we were relying on Deontay Stocks too heavily. There wasn't another guy out there today. We've always had Alex, Deontay, and then, you know, Dortch. We just had those guys. D. Brown, like I said, he really was a third guy for us today. If Alex had been his normal self, we'd probably win the ball game.
So from that end of it, Mike, I know it's you mentioned Stocks. You told us here the other night he played 39 and a half minutes today.
Well, and I don't want to do that.
Circumstances dictated that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. You know, that's not good for him. Now, he never wants to come out anyway.
No.
But when you get down 10, you're not pulling out the best player in this conference. I mean,
he's a guy that can go on a one-man run and get
well,
you back
that's
in
the
the
thing.
ball
You're
game.
down 3. He can make those shots, and you tie the game, and you win the game. He's that dang good. But it was just too much of a burden for him today. You know, for him to have to do that. Now, I think, you know, that he would be the first one to tell you, and Alex, that these guys it's late in the season and that their defense isn't to the level that we need it to be. But offensively, you're not going to get better.
Well, from that point, Coach, this a setback when we go on the road.
But it is. It's a disappointing loss, but it's February, and games are hard to win in February. It doesn't matter if you're home or on the road. And we got what we got. We don't have any more guys. We lost a key guy in Marcus Torch, and so we're kind of strung out, and we're trying to figure this thing out. And I know the zone was the right defense in the second half, because they were just slicing us in with the man, and the zone got us back in the game. It was just a period there where we couldn't score that really cost us the
You
ball
mentioned
game.
that one late in the half after you had
And
the
we
10-point
missed free
lead.
throws today too. You know?
And at the end, you missed our last 6 shots, which this team just doesn't do. That's not us. And free throws, we still shot 70%, but it seemed like when we had to have one a couple of times, it just didn't go right
No,
for
I
us.
mean, Alex misses one, and when
that never happens.
Never happens.
No.
You know.
Well, we got to go, and of course, it's funny. We go to West Florida; they're having a struggling season, and they're building. They're about as dangerous as anybody. That's always been tough for us for the last 15 years going down there.
Well, look, that's a really hard matchup for us with their size, and their style of play, and we're going to have to really take a look at film, and the key though, Mitch, is not what they do. It's how healthy my team is and how healthy our guys are. Like, it hurt us today that we couldn't play Giovanni Austin more minutes. I mean, he plays 11 minutes and he needs to be playing 20 with Emory. So that's what it's going to be about. We've got to get him healthy, and we played some phenomenal basketball on Thursday night. Our season isn't over. We just got to. We're in a very, very tough league. We played a very, very hard schedule, and we just got to keep going.
Well, let's go win on the road and forget this one.
Okay, thank you.
How about it, Mike Cooney?
Okay.
Thank you a lot, Mike. Appreciate it. Tough loss. The wrong headset. We lose 89-84 to Lee here this afternoon. 5th time this year Deontay Stocks has gone over 30 points. Plus minus, Deontay was our best player today on the plus minus. When he was on the floor, we were plus 4, and he only sat about 30 seconds in the ball game. That was kind of an interesting number. Lee's best guy in the plus minus today, Big Wilson, their big guy, they were plus 11 when he was on the floor in the ball game this afternoon. So Lee wins at 89-84. Tough loss as we drop now to 17-7, 12-7 in the league. We're out of that tie for first place. West Alabama is beating Shorter by 11 at halftime. West Al going to try to stay in that tie. Huntsville is up 6 on Mississippi College at the half. Huntsville may stay in that tie. Union is winning, and if it ends the way it ends right now, we're going to be tied for 3rd with Union on the men's side. 1 game ahead of Shorter, and we got 2 in a row on the road coming up. So it's going to be a chore, folks. And that'll be it right now for them here in the Coliseum. Really good day for our women. Delta State crushed UNA in the second half. Court. Men drop a tough one here today by 5 after we miss our last 6 shots, fall to Lee 89-84. So I want to thank Sean Isaacs on the controls. I want to thank George and everybody at our colleagues up at Lee University in Tennessee. Great folks to work with. And we appreciate that, their coaching staffs and everyone else there as well today. Ken and Matt here on the stats here at the table. Wish we had better news in the men's game. 89-84, Lee with a victory. Thanks for joining us. Mitch Gray reminding you heard it all on the West Georgia Wolves Sports Network. Good night, all. Thanks, Sean.